So we're leaving your house from Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And we watch Kevin on the way home. We watched Home Alone on the way back on the drive, and we get to the church scene, and we hear Finley from the back go, "This is where the shovel slayer becomes good." And I'm like, "No, buddy, he was always good."
That's funny.
But Rachel's like, "Who?" And I'm like, "He said shovel slayer."
Yep.
So we had to explain to him that Buzz was just playing a prank on Kevin. That was funny. That was adorable.
Yeah, that's funny.
I well, I didn't think he was paying attention
Yeah, no.
that following that closely. Hello and welcome to episode I forgot to check before we started of the Watch It Bro podcast. I'm Tristan.
And I'm Marshall. Sorry, I was trying to do math. 62? No, 61?
What's a U episode, so it's even.
Yeah. 63.
Still an odd number.
Oh. Oh, 62. 62.
Welcome to episode 62 of the Watch It Bro podcast. I'm Tristan.
And I am Marshall.
And you don't win friends with salad.
You do not.
But today's Back to the Future Day. Maybe I could go back in time and prevent myself from saying that.
You've said it before.
I know, I hadn't said it for a while. I thought it was time to revisit.
With no contest? Contents?
No context?
Context.
Like no contest. Are you drinking a Mountain Dew?
I'm drinking a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
With how often Marshall drinks them, might.
Yes. So
We get 2 cents an episode.
I That's awesome. I mean we talked about this the other day when I was down there, but when Mom said we kept sounding drunk on the podcast.
Yeah. And boy, did we.
We did. But we found out she was listening to it at half speed. So we sounded really slow, really drunk.
It was like what 60% speed
It
or
was like 0.6.
yeah. But yeah, she played it and we're like,
Oh.
huh. That is what that sounds like, but I edited the whole episode. It didn't sound like that when I was editing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I like, why does she keep saying that? Because she said that twice. I'm like, I have no idea what it's like. Show us what you think we sound like drunk. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, that sounds like us drunk.
Yes, it does.
But listen to it at normal speed, and you'll be fine.
Mystery solved, and now it's not taking her almost twice as long to listen to an episode.
There's that too. And before we get too into it, we've got mummy related news. The Mummy. We did 2 mummy movies on this podcast before. We weren't going to do the third one, but they have it's official. It's out there. They're doing the Mummy. They're doing a 4th Mummy movie, but it's officially going to be the 3rd Mummy movie. It's taking place after the 2nd one and ignoring the 3rd one altogether because it didn't have a full cast.
So does that mean the third Mummy movie is no longer canon?
Yes.
Kind of like
It
what
is.
Star Wars is doing with The Last Jedi.
Is Star Wars doing that?
They're retconning The Last Jedi.
Interesting.
Yep.
I was going to compare it more to Halloween, but yes, they are choosing this next movie, The Mummy 3, The Curse of the I don't even know the name of it.
Yep. Nope. Couldn't tell you.
Uh,
Like
is
Roseanne.
is not yeah, like the
Season 9 of Roseanne. They just
like
that
the
never happened.
season 9 and 2 babies in Roseanne did not happen.
No, Jerry still existed once.
They mentioned him once and never again.
That's right. He was on a fishing boat in Alaska.
And that was all I ever heard from him.
To be fair, season 10 was only 10 episodes long.
Was it?
Yeah.
You get that short final season. I mean, Friends had a short final season too, but it wasn't like 10 episodes. It was 20. Maybe it had been 19. It had a good chunk, but it wasn't the full 24 to 23.
Right. In other news, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4 is gaining traction.
Is it?
and nothing official has been announced yet. But now Kirsten Dunst is talking about how fun it would be to do it.
You know, I've said this before many times, but I think a few times on this podcast too. That yeah, if I think that they should do another one with him as like a father figure. Well,
That is what their idea is. Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi, and Kirsten Dunst have all said how fun it would be to revisit that universe and see them as parents and bring on the next generation of one of their kids being Spider-Man
made
or
the
Spider-Girl.
canonically in the comics, Mayday Parker, their kid is Spider Girl.
Yep.
So
So
not direct, not necessarily a father figure, but a father.
yes, yes. But that has been what they have been talking about. There's, like I said, nothing official as of now. The only Spider-Man news that is official is that Andrew Garfield is not getting a third one.
Why would they officially make that statement?
I don't know. And you were so confident when we talked about it.
I was. I had heard a few sources and Garfield even saying something maybe about it, but whatever.
He
They don't want to
really
make
made
money.
Sony mad.
I mean, at this point, it just proves they're making money to keep the rights, so they can still get money from Disney doing the Tom Holland swap.
Yeah, that was a good move on their part.
Yes, yes, 'cause they make a lot of money doing that.
Yeah. If only they'd done it sooner.
True, but they want to try they want to try again.
Yeah, they tried twice and yeah, they done good with them. Wow. We're not a Spider-Man podcast.
Not yet. I think that's all the updates we have. I guess. Do you have anything else?
Well, there has been some video rummaging around from our beloved Nathan Fillion, or you might not know him as Captain Reynolds.
I have seen this. I wasn't sure we were going to talk about it because we haven't talked about Firefly much on this podcast.
That's on purpose.
Yes, because it makes you sad.
Yes, it does.
I believe you mentioned that on the podcast.
A few times.
Actually, I think maybe a few episodes ago, I said something about it never coming back. You're like, that's me.
Well, there have been
Yes.
videos circulating of our beloved Nathan Fillion visiting the homes of the surviving cast of Firefly
Yes.
and
Yes, there has
saying
been.
pretty much nothing more than it's time. And then they
Yes.
announced that there's a big announcement coming out today.
Today, and he has talked to everybody. I think
He
except
has.
I do not know his name, but the actor that passed away that played Shepard,
Ron Glass. Get
Ron
with it.
Glass.
The great
Um,
Barney Miller.
yeah, he's talked to everybody in the cast. So there's a big announcement coming out today that doesn't have to do with a
Yes, they've
toy
told
line.
us.
It doesn't have to do with a toy line drop. It doesn't have to do with a con appearance. It doesn't have to do with a. Uh, I think they've said it doesn't have to do with a comic book either.
Nope, it's not, and it's not a Funko Pop release,
Yep, like it looked like it might have been.
and it's not a reunion.
Yes. So, and the most recent video, the last video of it was him coming up to Alan Tudyk saying, "Hey, I'm not doing this without you," and he's like, "Oh boy," and everybody else is like, "Oh boy."
I did a little
So,
bit of the oh boy. Yeah, so we'll see what that is. It's
so
been 23 years since the show was canceled, 21 since the movie came out.
yes, and we can talk about that a little bit more if you want. But I was gonna say we will let you know next episode whether we're happy or disappointed.
Or both.
Or
Happily
both.
disappointed.
Happily disappointed.
But we're not a Firefly podcast, unfortunately.
It's time. They all get together just to tell us to stop it.
It's time for you to let it go.
Stop it. Just stop it.
No, I don't think they would do that.
No, I don't think so either.
That would be
They
really,
all-
really funny, though.
It would be very funny. They got together to say this is an enough announcement. Oh,
It's been 25 years. Leave us alone.
yeah. He's like, I'm a Green Lantern now. I've done other stuff. He's the voice of everybody in Disney.
Yeah. And then Nathan Fillion, I've done 3 series since then.
Yeah. Hottie Cop.
I've been a cop how many times?
Quite a few times.
I mean, Miranda Baccarin, she's got a new show. They've all got
Yeah.
new shows. Oh, Jane's old, but
We're not a Firefly podcast.
yeah, not yet. That felt weird.
It did.
Anyway, should we get into Back to the Future? Because that's the
we
episode for today.
we should get into my episode.
All right,
But
Back to
but
the Future.
but this
What?
update, I was just gonna say, but this update thing was kind of fun.
It was. No, I was actually kind of stalling and
Oh, okay.
checking the Facebook to see if, like, New York time. It's 9:30 there. Are they going to announce it?
Oh yeah, to see if they did it. So in about 4 hours when we finish this podcast, we'll let you know if there's anything else.
Yeah. Hey, we might be able to announce the announcement in real time.
Yes, unless you're hearing this, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Weird.
Back to the Future
She's gonna think I am drunk now.
was directed by Robert Zemeckis, who you might recognize from Forrest Gump.
Good old Bobby Z.
You think people actually call him that?
Don't know.
I'd like
But
to
if
think they do.
I would too.
Someone meets him for the first time. Oh, Robert Zemeckis. I'll go by Bobby Z.
Yeah, I
Are
do
you,
know people
are
call
you
him Bob.
sure? Oh,
People, I do know people do call him Bob. Bob Zemeckis. I see that a lot in the interviews and stuff. Hey, Bob.
okay.
Bobby.
It was also written by Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale.
That could be
Bob
the
and
Bob they're
Bob.
talking about.
The Adventures
I
of
knew-
Bob and Bob.
Yeah, I did know that. Do you have fun facts about the writing of this movie?
I do not. Go ahead.
They wrote this movie in the 80s, or in 1980 is the
No.
specifically 1980. They wrote it, and they pitched it. They pitched over 44 times before it was accepted.
Wow.
Yeah, and Spielberg's the one's like, what about that Back to the Future movie? He never got off the ground. Like, well, it's here. Like, let's look at that and see if we can't fix it up and get it made. And then they did.
And then they did, and we were
Yes.
watching it. This movie is starring the great Michael J. Fox, who you might recognize as Alex P. Keaton.
Yes, and he's been in a lot of things. He was in.
Teen Wolf.
I was just gonna say Teen Wolf.
Beat you to it.
That's what I get for breathing.
Yeah, I'll teach you. You don't win friends by breathing.
Nope. and to bring it back to the Mummy, he was in an episode of I believe a few episodes of Scrubs where Brendan Fraser also had a guest appearance on. So
No.
I
remember Brendan Fraser's appearance on Scrubs.
yeah, it was horribly sad.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, but a good episode.
Ooh, great episode. Might be the best episode of Scrubs because Scrubs isn't that good.
Yeah, it also changed the tone of the whole show.
Did.
Anyway,
moving on, we have the great Christopher Lloyd returning to the podcast.
yes, you might remember him from such films as Addams Family Values.
Or Taxi. Not a film, but a show, and it was good.
It was good. It was very good. He was also in.
Very good.
They also he reprised himself as the role of Christopher. Hang on.
That's the role of Christopher Lloyd.
As the
You
role
mean
of
Dr. Brown.
Yeah, no, he played himself
Oh,
in the movie Man on the Moon, biopic about Andy Kaufman,
starring Jim Carrey.
starring Jim Carrey, and they did a whole bit because Andy Kaufman was in Taxi,
Yes, he was.
where a lot of them came back and played themselves. Danny DeVito, Judd Hirsch, Jeff Conway, Tony Danza, and Christopher
Tony
Lloyd.
Danza. Wow. After that, we have Leah Thompson, who you might recognize
From Howard the Duck.
Dennis the Menace in 1993. Or The Beverly Hillbillies, also 1993. But yeah, probably Howard the Duck. That was a creepy, horrible movie.
Do you remember seeing it?
No parts of it.
Yeah, that's kind of the only thing that really sticks out of my mind.
Is you're just kind of like,
Yeah.
After that, we have the awkward Crispin Glover,
I
who you might know from Charlie's Angels or What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
haven't seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape in a long time.
I forgot it was a movie for a long time.
Who was he in that?
I don't know. It was on the Wikipedia.
Okay. I mean, we talked about him before. He was also in that movie Willard, the rat movie.
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yeah, he
Was it last time we talked about it?
not a bad. Yeah.
Because we were talking about Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Crispin Glover, he did stuff.
He did. He's a good actor. Weird
Good
guy.
he
Sorry, Crispin.
he knows. I'm sure he knows by now. And rounding out our starring cast according to the Wikipedia, we have Thomas F. Wilson, who you might recognize from Camp Nowhere or Freaks and Geeks.
Interesting.
He had a pretty extensive has had a pretty extensive voice acting career. He's also a stand-up comedian and a musician. Fun fact,
Fun fact.
in the year 2000, he released a contemporary Christian album.
Really?
Yes, the title of which is called In the Name of the Father. He also paints in his spare time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, he gets asked about this movie so often that he has a handful of postcards with frequently asked questions and answers on them that he hands out to people when they ask him about this movie.
That's cool.
He also wrote a song about answering these questions too.
He also voices Patrick Starr's dad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Weird.
I mean, it's a voice, one of his voice roles.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember him being in more than like one episode, but I don't watch a lot of SpongeBob lately.
Well, there's the Patrick Starr show.
Is there?
Yeah, it's had 4 seasons and still going
Oh, dang.
and was renewed for 2 more.
Interesting.
Yeah. Back to the Future was released July 3rd, 1985, the year before I was born. Anybody keeping score on that one? It was on a budget of 19 million and raked in almost 400 million at the box office,
Those are some good
coming in at
numbers.
398.
Those are some good numbers.
Those are some good numbers. Well, Marshall,
Yes, Tristan.
are you ready to go back to the past?
No, I'm ready to go back to the future.
We're not going back to the future though. This is way long ago. Fun fact,
There's nothing futury about this movie.
there's nothing not about this one. I was gonna say, there's no longer anything futury about this series because part 2 that takes place in the future was 2015 or 11 years ago.
Yeah. Yep. So now it's all back to the past.
Yeah. But we kick it off with the Universal logo because Marshall loves them logos.
I do, and this is a good one. It's the classic Universal logo. It puts you in that warm and fuzzy feeling. There's I watched this on a DVD that I had. It was a collection that came out several years ago, but before the classic logo, the old the old one, they had the digital one, and it's just like, yeah, okay, that's the Universal logo, but the next one comes on, you're like, oh, that gives you the warm fuzzy feels.
Yeah, we bought this on the trilogy on Prime Video because we don't
Yeah,
have it. And yeah, it was that classic Universal logo also.
yeah, yeah. I got both on the DVD, but the first one was like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. And then the next one kicked off like, yay!
Yeah, but you also have the VHSs, don't you?
I do. They're over there somewhere.
Of the whole trilogy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got all three.
And then we get the Back to the Future logo
We
comes
do.
cruising in.
Yep. Zoom. Herp, herp, herp. We're making hand puppets.
Yeah. But we start off in a what looks like a clock factory or something.
It's a garage.
It's a garage with lots of clocks everywhere. We see a newspaper about the Doc Brown or the Brown Mansion
So
getting burned down.
so there's two newspaper clippings here. Do you have
Yeah,
information about this whole thing or
go for it.
okay. The first one, you see two of them. The biggest one on there says Brown Mansion destroyed. That one is from August 1st, 1962.
Did you take notes or is this all from memory?
I took some notes.
Okay.
But a lot of it's from memory too. But I want to get the dates right. Anyway, 1962 is when the Brown family mansion burns down. The next clipping is Brown estate sold to developers, and the sub part of that one says bankrupt inventor sells off 435 prime acres. So it's not really it's never really brought up in the movie, but this is so in 62 the Brown family mansion burns down and Doc sells off the rest of the plots and everything to developers, which gets the rest of the town made kind of around it. They allow the one part of the whole estate and everything that's saved, that Doc Brown gets to keep, is the carriage house or garage, which is what he's living in now.
Okay.
But yeah, he sells off like 431 acres or 434 acres because he's just got that little section of the carriage house and everything else.
Wow. Do we know how Doc Brown became so rich?
Family fortune, uh, basically. And eventually he says he spends most of his family fortune getting to this point, because it was they were like a big family in the Hill Valley setup.
Okay. But we see he is some sort of inventor. We get coffee getting brewed into nothing, a TV turning on by itself, burning some toast, and we get some dog food being dumped in a bowl that says Einstein.
Yeah, it's a Rube Goldberg breakfast device.
It is. That's a good way to put it. Probably
Yeah,
because it's
well,
true.
a couple other things of notice in this scene, just because it's going through this whole entry level. We see 3 pictures on the wall just above his bed: Edison, Franklin, and Einstein. 3 people he admires and looks up to, and kind of, you know, science is as science does.
Yep.
We see a JVC camcorder sitting on his bed. And then we also see that the TV kicks on, and we hear a newscast about missing plutonium and a Libyan group taking credit for stealing the plutonium.
And then Marty shows up.
Marty
Spoilers.
does show up. True.
He's-
They they
takes
don't
a-
show him right away.
No, they takes a key from under the mat. You see someone come in, you figure it's the dude that lives there. It is not the dude that lives there. He's got to deal with a cat.
Yes, he does. He's decided to stay.
Of course he did. Well,
Yeah, come on up. We see Marty.
and then we see plutonium bucks.
Yes. After that newscast about missing plutonium, we see a box that says "Caution Plutonium. Handle
Yeah.
with care."
I think we know where the plutonium goes.
Yes.
Then we see Marty realizes that he is alone and he sees a massive amplifier. And so he starts plugging into it.
Yes.
Now-
And this, you go first.
He turns on the amplifier. I don't know how many musicians there are out there in podcast land or Watch It Bro land. Sure.
Watchers.
But yes. So he turns on the amp and you hear the wah, 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 wah sound.
Yeah, such a cool effect.
It is a very cool effect. He puts on his guitar and then he plugs in. Now, I don't know how many of you who have played electric guitar out there, but if you've played it once and you've made this mistake, you are very aware of the sound that an amplifier will make when it's on and then you plug in.
Yeah, you want to plug in first.
Yes, so it should have had a very, very bad effect when he plugged in. Little things like that bug me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he plugs into that.
And this scene always reminded me of Spinal Tap, the movie.
I've never seen Spinal Tap.
Oh, okay. But there's a bit where they have on their amps 11.
Oh, I know they crank it up to 11.
Yeah. It just always reminds me of that crank it to 11.
So he cranks it up, and you could feel the bad that's about to happen to him.
Yeah.
And he gets there's like a shine on the guitar pick, and he strums it, and it blows up, and he flies back, and Rachel goes, "Does that ever come back?" And I go, "No,
No, it doesn't.
no, it doesn't." I go, "Well, because this doc never finds out about it." Spoilers.
True. Well, he probably does.
Well, because
We'll touch on that in a few minutes. I mean, we can touch on it now. He does end up getting the plutonium,
yes,
so he has to swing by.
right. Ah,
Yeah, he swings by the house to grab the plutonium, so he probably looks over like, "Oh, what happened to the amp?"
no, he knows what happened to it. He goes, "Ah, I called too late. Got it."
Right. Yeah.
But he never confronts Marty about it.
Correct. He never confronts Marty about it.
Well, because he brings it up on the phone call that happens right now, where Doc says,
so
he's made
after
a
Marty
major-
ends up being crushed by like Marv, bookshelf falls.
"Yeah, no, yeah." We get a phone call, and Doc says that he's made a major scientific breakthrough, and he wants to meet at the Twin Pines Mall at 1:15 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And he warns Marty not to plug into the amplifier. It might have a problem with overloading.
He's
Marty
like,
says he will keep that in mind. Yep. And then all the clocks chime off, and he's like, they're 25 minutes slow. And he's like, you mean it's 8:25? I'm late for school.
Yep. And
A-
Marty
and
and Marty takes off.
and Marty takes off, and now he skateboards off.
He does.
And if you watch him go, I haven't seen Back to the Future in a very, very long time, and
Yeah.
I never paid too much attention to it, but I did skateboard for a while. And I'm watching him, and I'm like, Michael J. Fox is not comfortable on a skateboard.
That's a fair assessment.
He does not look like he skateboards on the regular. But
But
yeah, he's well,
I was
what
gonna say we get some good classic '80s stuff in this
we
little.
we get like a
Yes.
travel to school montage where, well, which is weird because he takes off and he's like he doesn't know how to get started on a skateboard because then you see him like he grabs onto the back of a truck and skates along behind it and you're like, oh yeah, he's perfectly comfortable on a skateboard when he doesn't have to do the work. So I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but we get a
But
guy with an awesome Mountain Dew hat.
we do. We also saw Burger King and a Toys R Us.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Two things that don't exist anymore.
They're still Burger Kings.
There's also still Toys R Us. So
Kinda. Not the way we remember them.
in Canada,
Yeah, true. Uh, I guess now is a good time to enter this fun fact to the podcast.
send it.
Uh, Michael J. Fox was not originally cast as Marty McFly.
No, he was not. Do you know who it was?
I do know who it was. It was Eric Stoltz.
Who did a fantastic job acting, but the tone of the movie just didn't work with him and the character.
No, no, it did not. You might remember Eric Stoltz from such films as Mask, um, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Little Women. Not creepy Little Women, but Little Women.
Is there a movie called Creepy Little Women?
No, that's my big that's my friend's reference. I like creepy little women. When Rachel tries to get Joey to read the book.
That's
Anyway,
right. They said, "Do you want to put the book in the freezer?"
yeah.
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah,
but they originally wanted Michael J. Fox to do the role, but he couldn't due to contractual obligations with Family Ties.
right.
That was the show, right?
Family Ties. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, I've growing pains. So I was getting
that
things mixed
that's
in my
that's
head.
Kirk Cameron.
That is Kirk Cameron. No, yes, Family Ties. I had it right with Michael Gross from Tremors. We're getting a
Yes,
lot of actors we can
Ted
pull from.
Mosby's dad.
Yes, Ted Mosby's dead. um, I lost my train of thought. No, they originally wanted Michael J. Fox, and he couldn't do it due to contractual obligations. So they hired Eric Stoltz and filmed for 4 weeks. And Stoltz is a method actor, so he insisted that everybody call him Marty. That and it had a very different tone. It was a lot more serious, a little bit darker with him. For some reason, he didn't really mesh well with the cast as well. And they went back to Michael J. Fox. I'm like, please figure something out because we really need you. And they were able to work out something contractually that after basically he would spend all day filming Family Ties and stuff, and then after that wrapped about 8 o'clock, he'd hop on a car. They'd drive out and film Back to the Future till like 3 or 4 in the morning, sleep a little bit, and go back to work at Family Ties. They did a lot of night shooting on this one and working around his schedule to make it work.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's dedication.
it is dedication.
Have you seen footage with Alex Stoltz or
Eric
like
Stoltz, not
Eric?
Alex P. Keaton.
Yeah, sorry, mix it up, people. It's early.
It is. I've seen a few clips. It's a very different take on the on Marty's role.
And what's okay? So what's really funny because I've seen it too, is it's almost identical
Yeah,
to the way I mean to you see him. I've seen him like both scenes shot side by side, like in the diner with George,
yeah,
and it's almost the same. They do almost the same. It's the same lines. They act it almost the same way, but for some reason, Eric's version is like really dark and not enjoyable.
Yeah.
And
He's. I
and you're
mean,
just like, what? There's no reason why it should be like this. It just is.
right. They're watching the dailies and the pickups. Like it's good, but it's not the tone we want. It's not. It's not giving the
There needed to
thing.
be. It was very heavy,
Yeah,
and Michael J. Fox somehow brought some kind like a lightness and a comedic aspect to it.
which is what this type of movie needed because it's weird.
Yeah. Oh no, it needed to be a comedy. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked at all. It would have been horrifying.
Yeah. Fun fact too that when they announced that Eric Stoltz was leaving the picture and that they were
Eric
bringing
Stoltz was
on
really surprised. No.
Uh, no, Christopher Lloyd was like, "Who's Eric?" I thought his name was Marty because he was being the method act. He's the method acting thing, and he's like, "Call me Marty."
Oh, that would be annoying.
It would be,
We got
but that
method
seemed
actor guy over there.
like a good opportunity to bring up the stolts of it.
Yeah. So Marty arrives at school and his girlfriend,
Yes,
Jennifer, finds him
Jennifer.
and is like,
We did not talk about who plays Jennifer either.
no, she does not get a starring credit because she's not in it very long.
No, she's not.
And I forgot the principal's name already. How did I forget that? Strickland.
Strickland,
She's like, Strickland's looking for you. Don't go in the front door.
and you're still not going to mention her?
I don't know her name. I know Elizabeth Shue takes over the role in the second one.
Oh, Claudia Wells plays her in this.
Sorry, Claudia. You listen.
Man, it'd be
I
great if
just
somebody listened. They're like, "Hey, I do listen. I appreciate the apology."
that that would I would print out and frame that email if I got it.
Get
Hey
another
man,
email. Keep
double
my
dog.
name out of your mouth.
Keep my. Oh, that's funny for so many reasons.
It is.
Anyway,
But Strickland is played by James Tolkien.
that dude's like 95 now,
He is.
still
I don't know.
bald.
Yep.
Thought that was gonna be funnier than it was, I guess. Anyway, so they sneak in the back, and guess who's waiting for him? Strickland. Ah, busted.
Strickland's there
Strickland's there. It's like Baldy.
from Baldy's Basics.
Yeah. Finley's
Uh,
obsessed with watching people play that. He's like super into Kindly Keyin right now.
Yeah,
They do a lot of Baldy's
Jake is obsessed
Basics.
with that show too. At least he was. He's moved on to other things now. Wait till you get to Huggy Wuggy.
We're not doing Hugsy Wugsy.
You think that, but
The damage control I've had to do because Finley discovered Huggy Wuggy or whatever it is and stopped not being afraid of the dark.
because that guy's terrifying.
Tell me about it. But Marty's a slacker apparently. And now it's band audition time.
Yeah, he's Strickland tells him he's no McFly in the history of Hill Valley has ever amounted to anything. You're just like your father, a slacker, and you need to stop hanging out with that Doc Brown guy.
Yes.
Which I'm going to touch on here really quick since it's a
Okie
good
dokie.
point. And
Okie dokie.
and Strickland brings it up. Marty and Doc being friends. It's never addressed how they meet or how it comes up or in the movie at all. But I think it was Bob Gale talked about it on an interview that in his mind, Marty had always kind of heard about this crazy scientist. He's like, that sounds awesome. So when he's like 13, 14 or something, he kind of breaks into Doc's house and they just kind of bond over the weirdness and being outcasts together.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
yeah, it's like I want to see cool stuff. It's like here's some cool stuff, kid. And then he just kept coming back.
Yeah. No, that's totally a thing that happens.
Yeah,
So I mean not not every
not
kid.
now.
Not every kid and every friend group goes to it, but like I don't know, because you had moved out by the time I hit 15.
I moved out when I was 19.
Yeah, so I was like a freshman in high school.
18? Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, sophomore year, Josh and I were just kind of like wandering around, going between Josh's house and Donovan's house, and we'd cut through this guy's yard. Well, there were rope swings there, and like we started noticing some cool stuff, like building, like he was building.
Yeah.
We stopped and talked to him, and ended up yeah, that was like the new hangout spot all throughout high school was this dude's house, and he taught us how to work on cars and make biodiesel and build gazebo, like all kinds of stuff. Ended up being a really cool dude.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like 40, and he didn't have any kids, and him teenagers wanted to learn from him, and he was willing to teach. So,
Yeah.
and he was a bit strange like Doc Brown, but he was really a nice guy. But I've derailed this. But it's band time, and the Pinheads are up auditioning for the Fish Under the Sea dance or whatever.
The Battle of the Bands.
Oh,
There's a big thing on the back of the wall that says Battle
yeah,
of the
yeah,
Bands.
Battle Bands. I
And
thought they were
yeah, we get a look at Marty's band. None of
the
his bandmates,
Pinheads.
the Pinheads. None of his bandmates ever talk, and we never see them again.
No,
He never talks about them again either.
no. But they play, and then they get stopped for being too loud.
Yes.
And I was thinking, if it's too loud, you're too old.
Fun fact:
Come on. I quote Airheads and you're not gonna say anything about it? Really? Really?
No, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to
It's
make
like
you
the
feel bad.
best line in the whole movie. Well, there were a few good ones in the movie, I'm
See,
not gonna
there's
lie.
a few good lines in the movie, but yes,
It's
that's a good one.
Yeah, well, it's like one of those movies like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, right? That movie's
Movie.
far more fun to quote than it is to watch.
I don't know. When's the last time you saw it?
It's been a while, but I remember,
Okay.
like I remember quoting it, and I remember watching it, and it's like, "Yeah, you really need to watch this movie so you have the quotes and then not watch it again."
I don't know. I enjoy watching it.
It's alright, but it's like I said, it's not a bad movie, it's just more fun to quote than it is to watch.
Okay. I had a fun fact coming up. Oh, I do have a fun fact. The song the Pinheads are playing
Yeah,
is their version of Power of Love, the Huey Lewis song. Um,
he came
and
with the
fun
news, right?
Yes, yes, in the news. Fun fact, the guy with the bullhorn and or the megaphone, whatever you wanna call it, who says they're
Like
just too darn loud,
yeah,
that's Huey Lewis.
I know oh, that's a good fun fact.
Yeah. He was hesitant about doing the role too. He's like, "What if they see this on MTV? They're gonna think I'm a nerd because he wore the glasses, hair is all slicked back, he was in a suit." But it's a fun call to the music and everything.
That is a good fact. I remember reading that, Huey Lewis was in Back to the Future, and then I forgot to look for him, and then I
Yeah,
totally missed him.
he's the guy that said his music's too darn loud.
That's funny.
It
But
is.
now we're outside and we're seeing kind of the town of Hill Valley, right?
Yep, yep, the Hill Valley Square.
Yep. I just making sure because I was like, is it Hill Valley or Sudden Valley? No,
No,
Sudden Valley is up in near Bellingham. Hill Valley is the fictional town.
yeah.
Um, and we see re-elect Mayor
Yep, Goldie Wilson.
Goldie Wilson on cars. Marty and Jen are just kind of walking and talking, and then we see Marty's dream truck go by,
We
and
do.
then they talk about a trip that's being planned. They're gonna sneak off to the lake like bad little teenagers.
Yes. Oh, actually, you know what? This is I take it. I was wrong. He does mention the band again, or at least probably the guys in the band, because he says his mom thinks that he's going to the lake with the guys, which
Yeah,
I'm assuming is the guys from the band.
probably.
He might have more guys, but who knows?
I don't think it's really important. They're fictional guys because he's
True.
because he's going up there with his girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah, because he just doesn't want to hear a lecture from his mom about what
Right.
she was like when she was a kid, how she never did anything bad, and uh, those are kind of
Yep.
Marty's words.
Yep. And then we get the Save the Clock Tower lady,
Yep, she's
which
shaking that donation can right in their face.
so what's the Save the Clock Tower? Do they want to restore the clock tower or are they fighting against restoring the clock tower?
They're fighting against restoring the clock tower. Goldie Wilson, the mayor, wants to put a new clock in the clock tower to make it run again,
That
and
would be cool.
the ladies want to keep it as is because it was struck by lightning. The time hasn't moved since. It's just been a fixture, a piece of history, because that was the original clock that was put in the clock tower in 1885 when the town was being built.
I bet that date's gonna come back.
It might. Fun fact:
Yes.
when asked in an interview where they would where he would want to go if he actually had a time machine, during an interview junkets for the first Back to the Future movie, Michael J. Fox said, "I think it'd be great to go back to the Wild West. I would love to be a cowboy." Um, so he always kind of wanted to be a cowboy.
And then he got to be one. Spoilers.
Spoilers. If you've seen this one, you've probably seen the other ones. They're 40-year-old movies.
Yeah. Well, and what's funny is like we were watching this, right? And I'm like, I think I mostly ever saw this on the cable
Yeah,
because I don't recall the language being so bad in it.
maybe.
Because it was on TV all the time, and that's where we always watch it. Because it was
True.
I forget the channel, but they'd always show the trilogy all together on like a Saturday. And every time it was on, Dad would be there watching it, and we'd be like, "God, Back to the Future, great movie."
Yeah, it's
We'd
probably
sit down and watch
TNT or
it.
TBS or something.
Yeah, but it was so often on TV that we never needed to bring out the VHSs.
True.
So yeah, I was watching it and I go, "Huh, the language is a little bit worse than I recall it being." And Rachel pointed out, she's like, with who we are now, you also tend to avoid language like that now. And I go, I think
It
it's more than that though.
it stands out a little bit more to you though too.
It does, it does. I notice it more, but no, I think it was just the fact that we saw it on TV far more than I ever saw it on the VHS, just because it's always been on all the time.
Could be.
but I'm still gonna watch it. And then Jennifer's dad interrupts, and how bold of Marty to be kissing on Jennifer like that with dad right there. I would be like, "Hey, remove your face from my daughter's face, please."
Little man.
I wouldn't take it that far, but like I'd be like, "Dude, at least come when just give it a break. Come on, dude,
I'm here. Get out. Stop it.
stop it. You guys can play kissy face when you're alone
Yeah.
and whatnot. Just
Oh,
I don't want to see it."
the clock tower lady gave him a flyer too, because
Yes,
he donates a quarter, and this is
you don't.
important because
It is
uh,
very important, extremely
because
important.
he says he's going to call Jennifer later, and she's like, "Wait, I'm not gonna be at my grandma's house. Here, let me write down the number for you." So she writes her number on the back of the flyer,
Because they don't have cell phones and they can't text.
right? And he pockets the flyer. Then
Yes, he does.
pocketed it, pocketed it, pockets
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, Jennifer takes off and Marty goes home just as the family car is getting dropped off in the driveway, totaled.
Yes,
And we
it
meet
is.
Biff.
we, we we do meet Biff.
And Marty's unhappy because he was going to take that car to the lake this weekend.
Yes, and Biff is unhappy because he spilled beer on himself while wrecking a car that had a blind spot that George didn't warn him about.
Yes, this whole conversation is just like, wow, the 80s were different times.
I don't
We,
think it's necessarily just the 80s that's played up a little bit more for the movie, but yes, 80s were a different time.
well, I'm just talking like, I mean, we've heard like drinking and driving wasn't a big deal back then. The
It was
laws,
still illegal, but it was it wasn't it
it,
wasn't
I mean,
as
it was illegal. Like if you got caught, you would have to follow the cop home, or they would say get home, go get home.
but yeah, you hear about driving beers and
Yeah, roadies and all that kind of stuff. Not that anyway. Gonna cut that out.
not to mention
Uh,
the whole thing with the seat belts where
yeah,
when those are starting to get introduced.
right. But just like 1985, like Biff got in a car accident with an open beer he was drinking, and wasn't immediately at fault for the accident and arrested.
True.
That was the point I was making.
Yes.
Like nowadays, you're looking at some serious jail time.
Yes, or a community service as a pee-wee hockey coach.
I just pictured him as Gordon Bombay, called the kids buttheads.
Okay, buttheads, let's do this.
But yeah, we get a look into Marty's home life, and Biff is a little intimidated by Marty. It looks like
I don't know if he's a maybe.
because he's walking through, making himself at home, harassing George. Takes a beer, mad that it's only light beer, and then Marty's staring him down, and he looks visibly uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, yeah, and it could just be because Marty doesn't cower to him or
Right.
is not
I
intimidated by him.
I think it's a foreshadowing
Could be.
that Biff is not really the big tough guy that he tries to be. He's overcompensating, and when he's challenged, he will back down.
Yeah, could very well be.
Or yeah, I don't know. There's something seemed I never noticed it before because he says nothing for a long time, and then finally he's like, "What are you looking at, butthead?" It's
Yeah,
like, are you sure about that?
it's like, hey, just shut up. Say to your mom, I'm out.
Yeah,
Stop looking at me, weirdo. He gets outside. That kid's creepy.
yeah, weird kid. Then we sit down to family dinner, and boy, does mom love her vodka. I never noticed that before. I always thought she drank a little bit of wine, and then I see her hitting it straight out of the bottle. Like,
I noticed
whoa!
that too this time. It's like I knew she was drinking, but you see, she's got like a full glass. She fills it with straight vodka.
Not even ice. There's not even ice in that glass.
No, it's just vodka.
Is she drinking it like water?
Welcome to the '80s.
Wow. But we find
We
out that
we also have a little heart to heart with Marty and his dad. He's like, yeah, Biff's my boss, and I mean the whole conversation with Biff and George too is um, Biff needs George to write his reports for him and he needs them soon so he can rewrite them and so he's still picking on George from high school and he's George's supervisor. And
yeah.
Marty's like, look, Dad, I needed that car. It was important to me. Do you have any idea how important that me that was? and it's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I just can't stand up to Biff."
Yeah, pretty much that's the gist of it.
Yeah, yeah, we get a look into their family life basically, and then George and Biff's relationship.
Yeah. And then we sit down to family dinner and mom refills her vodka.
Yeah, mom's refilling vodka, and Dad George is filling up a bowl of peanut brittle.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
and then I and they're watching the TV. They got the
Yep,
TV going.
and it's very. I mean, the decorations, everything you're looking at, they're like, yep, that's classic '80s. You get the orange, the browns, the yellows, the wood paneling. It's all great.
It's fantastic, yeah, and we find out that Uncle Joey did not make parole, so they get to eat the cake.
She just tosses on the table. Eat up. He's not getting out.
Well, she's hammered. You can see
That
her
too.
eyes. She's just kind of like,
So these fun fact, I mean fun yeah. These kids, the guy Crispin Glover, um
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson and Tom Wilson,
Yeah.
they're the same age as um Michael J. Fox.
Tom's older, but
A little bit, but I mean they're still all in that
right.
young kid
They're
age.
all they would all be considered peers in their mid-20s.
Yes, yes. And they put them all in makeup, the old makeup. Uh,
Right, which is fantastic choice, I think. I think that was the right choice to make.
instead of getting older actors to play older versions of themselves, they just put makeup on these 20 somethings and make them look older. And it's amazing how much Tom Wilson looks like he did in Back to the Future. Now they did a good job with his age up makeup. You're like, oh, he looks the same.
Yeah. No, they did he's the only one they did good with.
Yeah. Well, they with the other two, they wanted to make him look a little more harassed, and weathered.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
mom developed a habit and
Dad's
dad's
oblivious.
stressed out.
Stressed out and oblivious. Yeah.
Yeah. But we also we let's see, Marty's sister says that his girlfriend called a couple times, which okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't she just leave the number then? Anyway, but we find out
Because he was
mom does
supposed to
not,
call first.
I guess. But mom does not
but
like
he was
Jennifer.
but he was outside pining over the car. He's like, my weekend.
Yeah. But mom does not like Jennifer because girls chasing boys is bad.
Yes.
She never
Fair.
called a boy. We find out all the things that mom never did.
Yeah.
Mom might
Yeah.
be lying.
Mom might be lying a little bit. And she's like, "Did I ever tell you about how I met your father?" And his sister's like, "Yeah, that was so stupid. Grandpa hit him with the car."
Then he went to the fish under the sea dance and and she gets real mad.
No, yes, yes, she does.
It's the enchantment under the sea dance.
One of her happy memories. Get it
Yeah.
right.
Yep, and then me and George kissed for the first time, and I knew I was gonna be with him forever. And then she looks at him as he's laughing at the TV, and she goes, makes a face and takes a big old gulp of vodka. She's like, "Oh, maybe you should have shopped around a little bit."
I feel like give it another 5 years, they're gonna end up on an episode of Snapped.
Very real possibility. But now Marty's asleep, and Doc wakes him up.
We get I just want to touch on this really quick because it comes up later. Right next to his alarm clock is a can of Diet Pepsi Free, which is a soda that has 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 caffeine. There's a lot in this movie that's foreshadowed and foreshadowing and just kind of all call around callbacks. So the fact that he's got this soda there that he likes, and we do hear about that later, but I just wanted to bring it up as it because it just doesn't come out of nowhere.
I never noticed that, but
I'm
yeah.
looking for stuff.
So Doc calls him up, and he's like, "Marty, you didn't fall asleep, did you?" He's like, "Oh no, I had a bug in my eye, and I'm trying to suffocate him."
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, and this brings up the fact: does Marty have his own phone line, or did he just call the house and Marty's like, "Oh crap, crud." I better answer that quickly.
I don't know,
These are just questions I'm posing
but that's a thing that happens, and
because he's got the phone right by his bed on his own little phone stand, so he might have his own line.
he might.
We do find
But
out they have two TVs, so
nobody has two TVs.
not
Anyway,
anymore. I got like six.
Every room's got one.
Need to be watching all the time.
Mine. Yeah, I don't. Rachel and I watch it an hour a day.
NSW, never stop watching.
But Marty or Doc also tells Marty to grab the video camera on his way to the mall.
Yeah, he forgot to grab it. It's the one I mentioned that was on the bed earlier.
Yes, it is, and we're at the mall.
Twin
And
Pines Mall, to be
Twin
specific.
Pines Mall, to be Pacific. Yes,
Specific.
we live on the West Coast. It's Pacific. Finally, someone laughs at that joke. 'Cause I always say Pacifically, and they go, "It's specifically." Go, no, it's Pacifically. We're on the West Coast. If we were on the East Coast, I would have said Atlantically.
Gee.
No one laughs. They just look at me like I'm an idiot. Maybe I should stop making that joke. I won't, but you know,
No.
it's too good. But we see Einstein. We meet Einstein. That's a dog.
Yeah, we also see Doc Brown has a box truck.
He does.
And on the side of the box truck, it says Dr. E. Brown Enterprises, 24-hour scientific services.
That's advertising.
That is advertising.
So Marty asks where Doc is, and then the back opens up, all 80s style,
And
and
we
a
realize
DeLorean rolls out.
Yep, and we realized that Doc is a showman because with the DeLorean, he had to have gotten in the car, drove it into the back of the van, hit the button to close the back of the van up, and wait for Marty to show up. Because there's no way those wing doors are opening inside that van. Oh, he said my name. Time to make my entrance.
Sometimes you just gotta leave as movies got a movie. And then this is one of them.
I like that Doc's a showman. He wants to make this is his big
Big reveal.
reveal, big moment. Of course he's gonna show it up.
That's fair.
Those are the
Anyway,
other things I'm gonna touch on while we go through this scene too. But it's
so he sends Einstein to the future. Catch up to that.
You just jumped over a lot of stuff. But is that what your notes say? Box truck, Einstein future.
Reveals time machine. Sends Einstein forward 1 minute. Doc shows us how it works. Marshall will fill in the rest.
Is that your notes?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay.
All I need is the gist of it, and you and I will talk about the scene. That's much more efficient than trying to actually like quote the scene verbatim.
It is. I did it wrong. Although I'm going to quote the whole thing right now. So Doc gets out of the DeLorean. No.
And then he says this and this and this, and he breathes 17 times.
So yeah, Doc gets out of the DeLorean, sees Marty. He's like, "Okay, I need you to record this because this is my big thing. This is." He's like, "Is that a DeLorean?" He's like, "Yeah, it's DeLorean. Shut up."
Yeah. Shut up, Marty.
Basically, he wants him to start recording this. So we find out it's October 26th, 1985. That's the date right now that we're dealing with. Fun fact too, October 24th, 2 days before, is the same day that Frodo wakes up in Rivendell in Lord of the Rings.
In 1984?
No.
Oh.
Way before. But it was October 24th. It's close, but not the exact day. I just want to throw in the Lord of the Rings fact.
Marshall loves them Lord of the Rings.
I do. So Doc starts to explaining what's going on here, what he's done. He says he built a time machine. And Marty's like, "Look, you build a time machine? What?" He's like, "Well, I figure if you're gonna build a time machine, build it with some style." So he put it in a DeLorean.
Yeah, never mind the fact of all the engine work you're gonna have to do to make a DeLorean go 88 miles an hour.
Two fun facts here. First fun fact is originally it was going to be the original script. It was the time machine was a refrigerator. You get in the refrigerator to go back in time. But as they were reworking exactly. But as they were reworking the script, they realized no, this thing should be mobile. You want to take it with you or get it places. So you don't want to just end up in the same spot. You gotta move it around. So they made a DeLorean because DeLoreans are cool.
DeLoreans are cool.
They look cool. Oh, speaking
Well,
of,
the only reason a DeLorean is cool is because of this movie.
yes, that's my second fun fact. John DeLorean called Zemeckis after the movie came out. He's like, "Thanks for all the free press."
I was floundering real bad.
Yeah.
And it still went out of business. And then they remade them in like 2024 or something like that.
I know I've
Is that a
showed off
Lego
a few
DeLorean?
Legos from movies we've done before, but here's my Lego DeLorean, my Lego Doc and Marty. So the Marty's there as a videographer to record Doc's experiment, and the experiment is to put Einstein in the car. He says, "Look, watches are synchronized," and he's got the DeLorean hooked up to a remote control, and he starts driving it around. He's like, "When this thing gets up to 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious stuff." It's like, okay,
That threw me.
yeah.
Yeah. It was always stuff. It was not on this watch.
But he's driving the DeLorean around. He gets it in a perfect
It's a
perfect
remote
spot.
control.
Yeah, that's what I said. Did I say
Yes, I
that?
was listening.
He's setting up the experiment, and he's got the DeLorean hooked up to the remote control. He's revving it up, getting it going, and drops it, and it starts driving. And him and Marty are standing right in its path,
No,
basically
no, they move.
into the.
Doc
He
moves them
he
into
moves
the
them in the path.
path.
So, and I'll get to this in a second. So, if his calculations work at 88 miles an hour, something cool is going to happen. We find out in like 2 minutes that he says Einstein is the first time traveler, which means he hasn't tested this before. This is the test run. So this DeLorean's flying at them at 88 miles an hour. We see we see Marty trying to scooch out of the way, and Doc's like, "What are you doing? Trust me, get back here."
Get back here. I've never done this before.
I've never done this before. It's either going to
Either
be
way, we're getting
awesome.
some footage.
It's either going to be awesome or we're not going to be here.
Gonna be awesome either way.
Yeah. But
But it works.
yes, Doc's calculations are correct. Lightning and comes shooting out of the electricity, whatever, comes shooting out of the DeLorean, flames, and it disappears just before it hits them. And Marty's all bewildered.
He is indeed.
Bewildered and befuddled. Some key points of information we find out here is that it's electrical,
Runs on plutonium.
but it runs on plutonium. Not runs on plutonium, but it needs the nuclear kick to give it the 1.21 gigawatts of power it needs to go in time
And
or
what is a
through
gigawatt?
time. A gigawatt is a measurement of electrical power.
Okay.
Could be called gigawatt.
Marty does not know. What's a gigawatt?
Yes.
But Doc's planning to go to the future.
Yes, yeah. Doc is planning to go to the future, and then once he mentions that about the plutonium, Marty's like, "Did you rip that off?" He's like, "Turn that camera off." He's like, "Of course I did."
What are you talking? Yeah. There was
Yeah, how else am I gonna get it?
there were some terrorists that wanted me to make a bomb with it, so I stole it and gave them a bomb full of pinball parts. They're gonna be really mad.
But I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be elsewhere.
I'm gonna be in the future.
Yeah, and then his watch beeps. He's like, "Oh shoot, Einstein's about to be back. Get out of the way."
Yeah.
That car that was coming right at us, it's here.
That's right. Yeah.
So they jump out of the way, and we find out that re-entry ices up the DeLorean pretty good.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
Einstein gets back. They check the watch. He's like, "Oh no, the thing for him was instantaneous. For us, it took a minute. He just skipped over that minute to this point right here, which is that's kind of how time travel works."
Yep.
But yeah, Doc talks about his plans. Almost forgets to load plutonium into the car.
Yep. He shows us the workings a little bit too of the DeLorean. That the flux capacitor makes time travel possible. He invented it. And he was showing him the readout board on the DeLorean. This one tells you where you are. This one tells you where you're going, and this one tells you where you were.
Right. So he starts setting dates, two different things. He goes, "Oh, if you want to see the signing of the Declaration of Independence, birth of Jesus, it's the December 25th is year 0." And it's like, no, but okay.
We know what you're going for. That's
Close enough. You're funny. And then he goes, "Oh, November 5th, Finley's birthday, 1955.
Not Finley's birthday.
No. The day is Finley's birthday. The year
Yeah,
is not so
yes.
much.
That's what I was getting at.
Of when Doc Brown fell and cracked his head on the sink and come up with the flux capacitor.
Yes. He tells Marty the story about how he's hanging a picture in his bathroom or a clock mirror. Oh, jeez.
Hanging a mirror. Yeah.
Hanging a mirror in his bathroom. He slipped on the porcelain. cracked his head and had a vision of this, the flux capacitor, which makes time travel possible. But this is important because that date is in there, November 5th,
Yes, it
1955.
is.
And then we realize Doc's getting ready to go. He's like, "Oh, I forgot my luggage." He throws his luggage in the car. Einstein's still in the truck, which I don't know if he's planning to take Einstein with him or leave him with Marty.
Probably leave him with Marty. Maybe not.
But he starts his manifesto of, "I am embarking on a great adventure. Oh, I forgot plutonium. I've got a big case of it. How is it? Yeah, we need to load up plutonium and get it in the car.
Yeah, one would have thought he would build a time machine with better storage.
I mean, there's storage in the, it's not trunk as the front, but anyway,
Yeah, well, I digress.
and no back seat.
But yeah, so Einstein starts barking up a storm.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "What do you want, Einstein?" And then we see a van turn its lights on, and he goes, "Oh no, they found me. I don't know how, but they found me."
He's like, "Who? Mick Foley or Matt Foley?" The van. Never mind. Van Dead by a River. Anyway,
Wow.
some.
Mick Foley, mankind.
Yeah. My mind. I just say things.
Back then it
sometimes.
was Cactus Jack, but I digress.
Or Dude Love.
Might have been Dude Love, actually.
Yeah, Matt Foley. That's what I meant.
My name's Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. I'm gonna go get my gear.
I'm sick of living in a van down by the river. But it's not Matt Foley or Mick Foley or any of his other aliases.
It's the people that he stole the plutonium from. So they shoot Doc.
They do. Now I remember watching this movie for the very first time when I was young.
Small. We hide to a
Small.
grasshopper.
Yes, small. In the
Knee high to
basement
a
of
grasshopper.
in the basement of our old house in Bothell. With the big orange and white lamps that we used to have and the big orange white couch. So I was wee, and I remember being upset by this. And I think I was by myself watching it,
Ah,
which I mean I tended to do a lot, watch movies in the basement by myself. It's kind of where I hung out.
yeah, you loner.
Yep. I tried to get you to come with me sometimes.
But we're not gonna get into that.
Okay.
But yeah. So Marty is all upset by it as well.
He is. He's like, "No."
And he makes a break for it, not very well. And then he just kind of braces to get shot.
Yep. He's like, "Oh, this is it. I'm done. They got me."
And then
And
the
he gets
gun
lucky.
jams. And so he jumps into the DeLorean and we missed the part where Doc fuels up the DeLorean for one more trip. And it takes one tube per time travel. Highly
Yes.
inefficient. And so Marty takes off in the DeLorean and we have a car chase.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, what we've done is we fueled the DeLorean, got it ready for one jump, set a time back to November 5th, 1955, and given Marty a reason to jump in and start driving as fast as he can.
Yes. Fun fact. Well,
Yes.
hold on. Let's give it a second. So
Okay.
we get a car chase.
We do.
And we see him going faster and faster, and then he's like, "Let's see what she can do." And so he really opens it up. He hits 88 miles an hour, and poof, he's in a field.
He is.
Fun fact:
Fun fact.
he's in 1955.
That is a fun fact.
Fun fact:
Yes.
if it were made today,
No, I don't like this fun fact.
it would be the equivalent to him traveling back to 1996.
You're stupid.
10 years after this movie was made.
Ugh.
10 years after this movie takes place.
Dang. That's rough. Wow.
Yeah,
I don't like your fun fact.
it's real fun.
So this we talked about this in Waterworld.
Time
'Cause I'm
travel?
No, because I'm reminded of it twice here. One of it makes sense because Doc was doing his experiment of the DeLorean coming right at them, but Marty wasn't thinking about the DeLorean going into time or doing anything, and he's going straight for that photo hut at trying to be 90 miles an hour. So when he disappears, the group, the guys in the van drive into the photo hut because it's like, "Oh, it's gone. There's a flash of light," and then bam.
He wasn't going directly at the photo hut. He was going behind it. And then when the flash goes off, the
They swerve a little
terrorists
bit?
swerve a little
Okay,
bit
okay.
because the light flashes them and it surprises them, and you see him jerk the wheel.
Okay, okay.
A
It's
walnut.
just like we mentioned in Waterworld with the full speed at
Yeah, all four of them going at each other. It's like,
it's
what was your plan after?
just drive into her, explode her. What? Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. That he was going off to the side. Although that photo hut looked right in the middle of that windshield when you looked at the DeLorean.
Maybe he was gonna swerve at the last minute to get them to crash into it.
Gonna swerve the last minute going 90.
Yes.
This thing's got wings. I'll just fly.
Anyway, he ends up in a barn on the Peabody farm. Fun fact. 'Cause
Yes,
he
Doc was
mentioned that
reminiscing earlier about the
how this
about
was all a field that the Peabodys owned.
yep, old man Peabody had a
And you
strange.
see him, yeah, after he goes back in time, you see him run over a pine tree first.
He doesn't run over the pine tree till after the whole incident in the barn.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You would know better than I would. I actually missed when he ran over the pine tree every time I've watched this, so I was just guessing.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
I
he
thought this would be the time to do it. He travels back in time. Oh no! Takes the crap out of a pine tree, hits a barn. Makes sense to me. Send it.
nope, he hits a scarecrow and then swerves and ends up in a barn. Does a lot of
See,
screaming too.
people hit stuff, and then yeah, we were watching this last night, and Rachel was like, "He's really sweaty." I'm like, "He's acting in a hazmat suit that's like rubber. Of course, he's really sweaty."
True. Very true.
And he's in a DeLorean that's probably also hot with all those lights going.
Yes. Yes.
But
Filming at
the
night because that's when he had to film.
But the Peabody family finds him, and like it's like an airplane with no wings. And the boy's like, "That's not an airplane, Pa. That's one of these."
Yep. He holds up his issue of Tales from Space.
Yeah. Should
Which
I redo all that with the?
do a
Send
better
it.
voice for it, or
Yeah, I'll just re-record it if I need to.
you're not gonna re-record it.
I've done that before.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
It's just picture us laughing and talking, and then all of a sudden, and then this happens.
I don't do it like that. I try to do it so you don't notice when it is.
Oh,
So
okay.
apparently I'm doing a good job at it because you haven't noticed any time I've done it.
Okay. Yeah, very true. But yeah, the kid's got his Tales from Space comic with him because we'll say he was reading that in bed at night because kids.
Yeah.
And this issue is Space Zombies from Pluto. Fun fact: it is not an
Ye-
actual comic.
Oh,
It is a prop and thing made up for this because the picture on the front looks like a DeLorean with basically Marty in a hazmat suit standing next to it because you got
yeah.
the wing doors coming up and but it is based off actual comics like this that were published in the 50s by EC Comics, one of the popular ones back then. But this comic does make appearances elsewhere in media. Um, it was in Third Rock from the Sun. French Stewart's character was reading it several times. Also made appearance in Heroes, the show about superheroes.
Ah,
So
very
that's a fun
nice.
fact. Yeah.
That is a fun fact. Very fun. Anyway, Pa goes and gets his gun.
Yeah. The door opens. They all freak out and run, and Pa gets his shotgun.
And Marty comes out and apologizes. And
He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry for."
sorry about your barn. Boom.
The kid's like, "Quick, Pa, quick! It's already taken human form."
And Pa believes him.
I mean, it looks like the picture on your son's sci-fi comic.
Yeah, well, it's yeah. I guess that would hit a little too close to home. I'd probably take a shot too.
Shoot first, ask questions later. That thing's gonna take over my family.
So Marty gets back in the DeLorean, and it's up.
He
And,
backs up and drives over a pine tree because there's two pine trees sitting next to each other. He drives over them.
that's when he
Pa-
drives over it.
that's when he drives over it. Pa blows up the Peabody mailbox and yells, "You killed my pine!"
Maybe that'll come back.
And we see the sign for the Twin Pine Ranch as he exits the property,
Now,
which is why the mall was called Twin Pines Mall because it used to be this Twin Pines Ranch.
yeah, no, we get that.
Do we?
I do.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
to talk about time travel for a little bit.
okay.
Marty went back in time.
Back in time.
Actually, we'll do this later.
Okay. Why? Because I started singing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But he runs out of gas. He realizes it's 1955 and he's like, oh man, this is a bad dream. And he realizes he ain't dreaming. And he ain't in Kansas anymore. Well, he is, just different year.
A little fun
But
fact that we haven't touched on yet, since you did the voice, or similar to the voice. The cartoon show Rick and Morty is based off Doc and Marty.
what voice did I do?
He did kind of a Marty McFly, but it sounded more like Morty from Rick and Morty. So it reminded me
Oh,
about that.
sorry. But it runs out of gas. And so he pushes it behind a billboard. That should be
That
fine.
fun fact's not going to make it, is it?
No. And so we see it's a 2-mile walk back to Hill Valley.
Yes, and this is a building, a development for Lion Estates, where
Which is where he lives.
which is where he lives. Yes, so he pushes the DeLorean behind the billboard and is in for about an hour walk, I'd say.
Probably about a half hour. It's only 2 miles.
I don't think he's gonna be rushing it.
And it looks pretty fast. Pretty flat.
Yeah, 45
okay.
minutes.
So he goes to the diner. He is in downtown Hill Valley.
He is in downtown Hill Valley.
And we get to see that it is very 1955.
Yes,
There's not a sign of the 80s, and he is like a fish out of water.
they are playing Mr. Sandman by the Four Aces as
Yes.
he walks into town. Fun fact:
What?
they did the shots of the town in 1950. They did that part first.
I'm sorry, are you gesticulating with a back scratcher?
I am. Um,
Welcome to Disney Channel.
they filmed the 1955 stuff first, and then they were able to mess up the town to make it the 80s, because the 80s is a little more grungier, and everything in the 50s is a little more clean and polished.
Yeah. I wonder if it was really like that.
Maybe.
I'd like to
Also,
think so.
also when building the town, they took references and stuff from a little bit before 1955, like 1950 proper itself. Because if they had done 1955 exactly, it would have been too new and not as well lived in. So it's, you get that stuff from the years, as opposed to here's everything from 1955. It's like, no, you got to build the town from what it was.
Right. No, they did a good job.
Yeah. So we see a few things as he's walking through town before he gets to the diner,
Yep.
the cafe. That we see the theater where it says any seat is 50 cents, which is crazy.
Yep. We see there's a movie starring Ronald Reagan.
Yep, the Cattle Queen of Montana, starring Barbara Stanwyck and Ronald Reagan. That might come up later. We see a Texaco where there's four guys that a service
Running out.
Yep, they come running out to help this car where gas is 19.5 cents a gallon.
Wow. Half a cent.
Yep.
How do you even? Did they have coins for that back in those days?
Nope, they just rounded, I guess, like they do now.
Up or down?
Probably up. I mean, I just paid $4.98 a gallon.
Where's the rounding?
Well, you look at the things, 498 or 4.985432. It's you've got like 6 digits at that point. They just kind of round it up. So I would say it's 20 cents a gallon. But I mean, you get 2 gallons, it's 1980.
38 cents.
Yeah, 39 cents because that two halves.
Ah.
But yeah, you get that Texaco service from the 50s where everybody comes out and it's like, we're here to do your stuff for you. They fill up your tires, they wash your windows, they pump your gas, they give you a smile and slap you on the butt as you head out. I was on a roll, leave me alone.
No, it's great. I'll send it. It's fine.
We also see that the record store has a couple new records coming out. The Ballad of Davy Crockett, by Fess Parker, who was actually starred in the Daniel Boone series at that time. We also get 16 Tons by Ernie Ford, also out that time, which is a song about being a coal miner and having the coal company own everything about your life. It's a depressing song.
It's extremely depressing. It's also a beautiful song.
I owe my soul to the company store because that's how it used to be. Company town, you get paid in company money. You can buy it you can spend your company money at the company store, the company housing.
Yeah, no, that's mining towns were like that.
They were. We also get to see the big. The look you're giving me says, "Shut up, let's move on."
We're already 2 hours in.
We get the Hill Valley welcome sign that has all those other signs attached to it. You get the Lions Club, the Future Farmers of America, the YMCA, Chamber of Commerce, Fireside, or the Campfire Girls, American Legion, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then you see a truck that says "Re-elect Mayor Red Thomas,"
So
and
then
then
he goes into the diner.
where they're playing the Ballad of Davy Crockett,
Yes, they are.
and this is Lou's Cafe.
Yes. Where am I?
We're Lou's Cafe.
Lou's Cafe. Marty sits down. Well, actually, no, he doesn't. They ask him if he's waiting for a flood or something like that,
Yes, because the life preserver is wearing his puffy vest.
which was the style in the 80s and not in the 50s.
Yes, they think he fell off a boat or something. He's lost.
And then he asked to use the phone to look up Doc Brown.
Yes, because he has no idea where Doc lives at this moment.
Right. And so he goes and he looks at it goes to the phone booth,
Yep.
which is a booth where there's a phone where you can pay to make a phone call.
And a lot of
Then-
times underneath the phone, there's a book that's called a
Called
phone
the
book,
Yellow Pages.
or the white pages.
Or the White Pages. Yeah. And so he's a jerk though, because he just tears the page out.
That's why they're there. They'll get a new one in a couple weeks.
That is true. That's not why they're
Oh,
there
maybe.
though. Feel
Sorry.
free to rip a page.
He doesn't even hide it. He's handing there with the page. He's like, "Hey, how do I get to this address?" And Lou's like, "You gonna order something or just stand there?" He's like, "I'm trying to get some information. I like money." Okay.
Yeah. And then he goes, let me get a tab. Because
Yes.
tab was popular in the 80s, not in
Fun
the
fact:
50s.
Tab is a Diet Cola.
Colo.
Cola
Ah.
that came out in 1930. No, not 1963. So they don't know what Tab is.
No. And then he goes, I can't start a tab. You haven't ordered anything yet. And he goes, oh, let me get a Pepsi free. And he goes, hey, if you want a Pepsi, you're going to have to pay for it.
And we saw the Pepsi free that he likes to drink earlier.
Yes, we did.
So he's like, "Just give me something without any sugar," and he gets black coffee.
'Cause they didn't have the diet sodas back in them days.
They did not. They liked our sugar.
And then Biff comes in.
But he sits down next to a guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's eating his Cheerios.
Oatmeal.
It might be oatmeal. But Biff and his gang comes in.
And we get a returning actor.
We do, playing the famous Back to the Future character, Match.
I don't know about famous.
Okay. But it's Billy Zane.
It is Billy Zane. I pointed that out to Rachel and she went, what? I was like, yeah, it's Titanic guy.
Yeah. The
It's
other
the
two
jerk
guys.
from Titanic.
It's the jerk from Titanic. Being a jerk in the 50s.
Yeah. It's a jerk everywhere he goes.
I know.
But George is getting harassed.
I was going to say the other two gang members. They named
Okay.
Match. The other two are Skinhead and 3D.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
3D is the one with the 3D glasses.
No, yeah, I figured that out.
And then there's Biff.
Were 3D glasses even a thing back in those days?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 3D movies were huge back then.
Sorry, I wasn't there. Anyway, Biff's harassing George.
Yeah.
And we're getting pretty much the same conversation that adult Biff and George were having, except it's doing his homework for him, not his
Right.
reports.
Right. And saying he can't come into Lose anymore because he doesn't like him there.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. And Marty's freaking out now.
Yeah, he's staring at Biff. Biff's like, "What are you looking at, butthead?"
Yep.
But then after because Biff says he needs his homework right away so he can recopy it because he's not supposed to. He can't hand it in George's handwriting. He's got to rewrite it. It's not like he can just print it out and hand it in.
But he's got to do it tonight because he doesn't want George to waste his weekend.
Right, Biff's weekend, not George's weekend. He doesn't care if George wastes his weekend.
I thought that was the joke. I was like, no, George, you better get started on it tonight. I don't want you to waste your weekend.
Maybe, but yeah, when Biff leaves, Marty's like, "Oh, jeez."
Yeah.
You're
And
George McFly.
Marty's staring down George.
Yeah.
And this interaction is fun where he's like really the oatmeal thing, like where George is trying to play it all cool and then takes a big old spoonful of oatmeal. Oh, get started on it. And then drops them on the floor. And everybody just watches it. So good. Anyway, Marty's staring at George and George is eating his oatmeal. And finally he's like, what?
Like, what? Why are you staring at me? Have you ever seen me get picked on before? Everybody else in this town has.
Yeah. You're George McFly. He goes, yeah, so?
which is fair.
Yeah. Thanks. I was unaware of who I am.
Yeah.
And then something happened. I don't have it written
And then
down.
something else. We also glossed over the part where he meets Goldie Wilson,
Yeah.
working at the diner,
Yeah, and then he
and
tells Goldie that Goldie's gonna be mayor one day.
and he's like, "Mayor, that's a good idea. I could be mayor."
Lou does not agree, but okay.
Nope, but he can start cleaning up this town by cleaning up this diner.
Yep. Which was funny. And then Marty's like, yeah, anyway, George, and then George is nowhere. He sees George pedaling away on his little bicycle.
Yep.
And so
He's
he
like,
runs,
"Wait!"
so he runs him down.
He runs out and yells, "Dad, George! I mean, wait, you weirdo!"
So he chases him.
He does.
And then we find out the truth of why George got hit by the car.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a peeping tom.
He's a prevert. He's
Yeah.
got a problem.
Yes, it's a problem.
He should be in jail. Not Joey.
Well, Karma tried to get him. He was supposed to get hit by a car.
And then marry the woman he was spying on.
Again,
Which-
we're not looking too deep into this.
Which we totally glossed over in the beginning, where she's like, yeah, Dad hit him with a car. Yeah, George, what was it you were doing? Bird watching.
Yeah, bird watching. That's why I had the binoculars.
Yeah.
George.
Oh, boy.
But George falls out of the tree,
And Marty
Lands-
pushes him out of the way and gets hit by a car.
lands in the street. Yeah. Yeah. And Lorraine's dad yells, "Stella!" Which is a great callback to the streetcar named Desire. But
Which he was in.
yes.
No, I have no idea.
If you say it like it sounds true, it is.
Oh, yeah. You could get away with a lot pretending like you're supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
I have a story for you later, I'll tell you.
Okay. But yeah. Well, and so he yells for Stella. He's like, "Another one of these dang kids jumped in front of my car again." Which means, has he hit multiple kids?
Yes.
Or are they just
Yes, that's what that means.
Oh.
But anyway,
Yeah,
Marty
anyway,
wakes up,
Marty wakes up in a dark room to his mom mopping his forehead.
which nothing weird about that
Not yet.
as far as Marty's concerned.
Yeah.
And it's because it's all familiar to him because it's his mom.
Yep. Sound about right.
Yeah, it's probably early in the day because she doesn't sound drunk.
Yeah. She's like, oh, it was all a bad dream. I'm home. I'm just sick. It was a fever dream. That's fantastic.
That makes life so much
So
easier.
much easier. Maybe the car's not totaled and I can go to the lake with Jennifer.
Yeah. And mom is very reassuring. She goes, yep, it was all just a dream. Tell me all about it. You're safe now and you're back in 1955. And he's like, oh, crap.
Basically. And then she turns on the light. And he's like, "Oh no. No. This is bad."
And she starts calling him Calvin.
And he's like, "You're so young?" No, he
She's
says
never seen
thin.
purple underwear before.
True. That's where she got the name, looking at his underwear.
Weird.
No, because apparently she took his pants off, or somebody did.
Sure. Can't sleep in pants.
No, you can't.
I guess. It's weird.
Yeah, he said you're so thin.
Yeah.
I mean, great compliment, right?
I don't know why you went back to it.
I don't know. I keep saying
just-
things.
I tried to bypass it.
You did.
You went back to it twice. You want to say it again?
No,
Okay, cool. So,
you gotta cut
yeah,
that
no, probably not.
out.
Never do.
No, you don't.
But yeah, apparently she's like, oh, people probably call you Cal. And he's like, no, they call me Marty, you know? Makes sense.
That's funny. That's funny, Calvin.
Yeah.
You got a bump on your head, and he quickly scooches out off the bed.
So he gets dressed and he comes down for dinner and starts meeting the family.
Yep. Dad's setting up the TV to be on rollers.
Yep. So they can watch Jackie Gleason while they eat.
Yep, they haven't discovered TV trays yet, apparently.
No. And then Marty mentioned something about John F. Kennedy, and the dad's like, "Who the heck is John F. Kennedy?"
Right, right. He's trying to get directions to Doc's place,
Oh
and
yeah, Doc's place, and he goes, and they tell him what street it's on. He goes, "Oh, okay, that's John F. Kennedy Avenue, because it's changed."
right,
And he goes, "Who the heck is John F. Kennedy?"
right,
Which,
because the town he's used to to skateboarding around and moving around isn't there. He doesn't know where Doc is by looking at
right,
fields and trees.
yeah. So he needs to know the street names.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
but they're watching the honeymooners.
they are, and it's a great episode. It's a classic. Marty tells them all it's a classic because
the
I've seen
space,
this before.
the Man from Space, which originally aired in November 5th, 1955.
Well, yeah, they had to do a little bit of research.
I know. I'm just saying it's not like it was just close and they were saying it. It's the one that aired that night.
Yep. Oh, good for them. And then Wayne is like, "What do you mean you've seen?"
Wayne, just calling him Wayne from the Wonder Years.
Do we get his actual name?
No.
Could be Wayne. There it is. And he goes, "What do
Uh,
you mean you've seen it before? It's brand new." And he goes, "Oh, I caught it on a rerun." Well,
like
what's
what's a
up?
rerun?
Yeah, you'll find out.
But this is where he says he has two TVs as well, and they're like, that he's teasing you. No one has two TVs.
Yeah, just nuts.
Yeah.
So Marty's not feeling well, and he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go find Doc Brown." And he shows up at Doc's
Yeah.
house.
Just gonna gloss over that.
What? That he shows up at Doc's house?
No, no. The reason he's not feeling great and he's got to get going is because Lorraine squeezes his leg.
Yep. Just gonna go right past that.
He's like, well, I gotta go.
Yeah, Lorraine's getting a little handsy, and
Yeah,
he's weirded out by it because he knows who she is, even though she don't.
that's fair. So he gets up and leaves. He's like,
And
I
he's
gotta
also
go.
pretty over question time with the family.
Yeah,
And but we do meet Uncle Joey
we do. He's in a
in
little
the
cage.
little pack and play, and he goes, "Hey, better get used to them bars, kid."
Yeah.
And the mom is like, "Oh yeah, he just loves it in there so much. We just leave him in there." 1950s parenting. Good job.
Maybe don't do that. Put him in the yard. See if he likes to farm.
See, show him outside. Maybe show him
Does
outside.
does he like it, or do you just leave him in there because it's convenient?
So he goes to Doc's house.
He does. And fun fact. Anyway, you can as he's coming up the drive, you can see the garage, the carriage house right there that the car's parked in front of. It's the
Oh
same,
yeah.
the same house that he was, well, not house, but the same as that he was living in before that Marty left.
Yeah.
So basically, that's the mansion that burns down, and all the land around it gets sold off, and they build a
Yep.
Burger King,
Oh, Burger King sounds so good right now.
a Whopper.
Yeah, they made a new Whopper. It's bigger.
Yeah. Did you see the video of the McDonald's CEO?
We are not doing the orange video right now. We are talking about Back to the Future.
We talked about Burger King and how Burger King. I was gonna say Burger King made a video mocking them. So
Yeah,
um,
they did.
a lot of companies did. Wendy's, A&W.
all the companies did. Not a lot. It was all of them, and they're still coming. Anyway, Doc answers the door with a really weird contraption on his head,
Yes, there's a mind reading device that we find out.
and it doesn't work.
No,
Which is great because he's like, "Don't tell me anything. Come in," and grabs him, and he's like, "All right," and keeps interrupting Marty because he's testing his product out.
yeah. He's like, let's see. You come from a long distance away. He's like, yeah, I do. He's like,
Yeah.
shut it. Don't tell me anything.
And then finally he tells him everything, and Doc's like, "Do you know what this means?" He goes, "What, Doc?" Because this stupid thing doesn't work at all.
Rips it off his head. And Marge's like, wait, no, I'm really from the future. You sent me here in a time machine. You gotta help me get back. He's like, okay, space boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he tries to convince Doc about the time machine, and then he finally just shows him with he takes him to it.
Well, but he tells him about the flex. He tells him the story about slipping on the toilet, hitting his head, and seeing the flex capacitor. He's like, wait a minute, how do you know that? That happened today.
Yeah,
So they go to the DeLorean,
they do go to the DeLorean,
and Marty's like, look, it's the thing you said. It's like,
and then
okay, I
they push
believe
it all
you.
the way back.
Maybe.
Well, let's go to the gas station. Get a gas can. What do you think?
Probably. I mean, the doc's got a car. We see it outside the thing. Carriage house.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, we're back at the Doc Brown's house. Dr. Brown's house.
Dr. Brown.
It's a doctor.
Hey, Doc.
And yeah, he shows him the videotape, which Doc's like blown away by this technology.
Oh, yeah. One of the things that that Doc asked him when he was telling him about that he was from the future, he's like, okay, future man, who's the president? He's like,
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan. The
The
actor?
actor? Yeah. Who saw that coming?
No one. Probably not anyway.
Probably not. Yeah, could you imagine?
But yeah, as he's showing him, he's like, "This is fascinating. No wonder your president has to be an actor. He's got to look good on camera because everybody's got these little cameras."
If only he knew how true that was gonna be.
Yeah. Also, fun fact. I talked about this earlier about all the everybody getting the old age makeup.
Yeah.
They put old age makeup on Christopher Lloyd for his scenes in '85, so they didn't have to do the old age makeup now in the '50s. So they aged him up a little bit.
Okay. I think they should have dyed his hair.
No, I like the white.
Yeah.
Gives you that
Anyway,
crazy scientist Einstein feel.
yep. But anyway, Marty's stuck. Unless they get lightning.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you never know when or where that's gonna strike. And
Yeah,
Marty's like, oh, but we do.
yeah, Doc kind of gets upset over the fact that it takes 1.21 gigawatts to
Yeah.
start this thing.
He's like, it runs up petroleum. And he goes, well, maybe in 1985 you can get petroleum at any gas station, but here,
Plutonium. You can get
sure.
petroleum at a gas station.
Yes, you can. But you can get maybe in 1985 you could get petroleum. Nope, I did it again.
You can get petroleum here for 19.5 cents a gallon.
Plutonium at any corner store. But here in 1955, it's a little hard to come by.
It's like, yeah, that's fair.
The only way to do that is to get a bolt of lightning. And we never know when or where that's going to strike. And then Marty remembers Jennifer's phone number and he's like, aha, gadzooks.
I've got the
Great.
flyer in my pocket.
Great Scott.
This thing tells me all the information I need to know.
It's almost like it was set up this way. Anyway,
Almost. Because when Lorraine's talking about the Enchantment Under the Sea dance to the family at the table where she's drinking a lot, she mentions that it was the same night as that big storm that knocked out the clock tower.
yeah, convenient.
It makes it work.
It does. So,
And so Marty's like, okay, I can spend a week here hanging out in the 50s, doing things. He's like, no, 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 no. You you need to stay here. You can't go out.
yeah,
Wait a minute.
anything that you do can alter the course of history. Now we get into the logistics of time travel. Let's do it right here. I was going to wait
Okay.
till the end of the movie. So, he has already affected something.
He has.
My theory is he so he as soon as he affected something in time, he created a new timeline.
Okay.
So now he will never get to go back to his universe or his original timeline where he didn't.
No, he correct. There at this point there's no way he could get back to his original timeline unless he's able to go back like 8 hours, jump himself and stop him from messing with anything. But then it throws everything out of whack because then he wouldn't be having to clean up his messes and it's just a whole big kerfuffle.
Right, because if he did that, then he never would have gone back in the first place, now creating the paradox.
Yes.
So yes, once he interfered and changed something,
Yes.
he then created a new timeline that is going to be his normal timeline. But that also means that his original timeline is still going to go on, and they're just never going to get a Marty McFly.
So you're posing that there's actually two parallel timelines now?
I'm
That are
posing that there's an infinite amount of timelines.
Well, like you would see in Endgame.
Yes.
Every time you do something, it changes, adds a new timeline, and it just this is it now.
Yes. However, it does not destroy the old timeline.
Okay, so now you think there's a parallel timeline, or there's one timeline where Marty just disappears and doesn't come back because he can't come back,
Right.
and now there's a new timeline where Marty is in 1955, and that timeline is the one that he goes back to.
Yes.
Okay.
Or because first he goes back to the original 1955 timeline, and that plays without a hitch because it very well could have been. There could have been a version where Marty McFly went back in time in his original timeline and didn't mess with anything.
Right. There could have been, but knocking George out of the way changed everything.
Changed everything and then it branched off because you have the one where he didn't do anything, and you have the new one. And so, in theory, That would mean every single timeline loses its original Marty.
Okay, I can see that. Where's Marty? Who knows? We- who knows? We found Doc Brown dead in the Twin Pines Mall parking lot. A very stressed out dog in his van, and Marty's
And
gone.
Marty's gone. Yeah, Marty was kidnapped by terrorists. Bye. That's it.
Marty's one of those kids from the '80s that just never came back.
Yeah.
Ended up on a milk carton.
Yep.
In an episode of Unsolved Mysteries 10 years later.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, are you just changing your timeline, or are you creating a new one? That's the question.
Right. I think it's always been proposed that it's just changing the single timeline, and him going back just inserts himself back into the change timeline.
Okay,
Because
but
shouldn't there be a Marty there if it's a new timeline?
no, because the Marty still goes back in time.
Yes, that okay, yeah, because there is a Marty there.
Is a Marty there up
But
until
That Marty goes back in time and we see what happens at the end.
yes.
Okay. So yeah, I think it's always been proposed that it's just a single timeline.
So there's
Ch-
not an infinite amount of Martys in an infinite amount of universes.
Not in this story.
Okay, so
But
we're
I think that's a good way to look at it though, that there could be another timeline instead of, I mean, because that adds a whole bunch of different layers to a whole bunch of different things if you start digging into it.
right. Well, and then if that, I don't want to get into movie number two.
But we get a diagram in movie number 2 of kind of how it goes, and
Sure, sure, but also with the multiple universes or multiple timelines,
that make more
it
sense.
makes it make more sense because there's some certain things that happen in number two that make me think that the Marty in number two isn't the first Marty to go through that. Like the Doc has cycled through a few Martys,
That's fair.
but we won't get into that. We will save that for anyway. Where were we?
We were talking about time travel. What were we talking about? Okay. Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Doc's like, "Wait, hold on. You can't leave here. You can't mess with anything. You've already risked stuff by talking to me, but have you talked to anybody else since you've been here?" And
and
Marty's
then
like,
that's
"Well, I kind of ran into both my parents."
it kind of changed the way they met.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ah, grape scotch. That's
Great
bad."
Scott.
Right, right, right. That's How I Met Your Mother is grape scotch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Great
uh,
Scott. Oh, this is heavy.
is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull? Anyway, we'll get into that. Um, but yeah, so Doc's like, "Never mind. You got to get out there. You got to undo what you done."
Yeah, because they says,
Because
let me see that family photo of you, or
yeah,
the
because he's
family the
the
photo
picture,
of
and
you
it's
and your
like,
kid, your siblings, and the
because he
siblings are disappearing.
right, because he showed him at first, and he goes, "That's a cheap, fake photo.
Oh yeah,
They've cut your brother's hand off."
yeah,
Or something like that. And then now he's looking at it and goes, "You're disappearing because if it if the timeline keeps going the way it is, you'll cease to exist." And that's bad.
yeah, yeah. It's a good thing his older brother. He wasn't the older brother.
Yeah. He'd have a lot less time.
Yep. But
Um,
Doc's like, okay, you got to fix this. You got
yep.
to fix
So
this now.
so then we cut to school, right?
Yep. We get to school where Doc's getting Marty enrolled, I guess,
Yeah,
or they just
something.
show, or they
Because
just show up and he's
it
there.
it was the 50s. You could just walk onto campus and no one would care.
True. Very true. Who's that adult? Doesn't matter. Okay.
That's interesting. Yeah. Anyway, so they start talking, and Marty meets with George. He tries to fix what he did, introduces George to Lorraine. Lorraine does not look at George in the slightest bit, but she's obsessed with Marty. That doesn't work. And Marty's like, "Doc, it didn't work. I introduced them and they didn't like each other. She didn't even look at him. Oh man, this is heavy." And Doc's like, "Heavy? There's that word again. Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull?" And it's like, they had slang in the 50s. You would be able to understand that that is a vernacular from 1985. I'm sorry, Doc. Don't be like that.
Okay. He also meets Strickland. He's like, "Geez, didn't that guy ever have hair?"
The answer is no.
No, he did not.
He was born bald and he stayed bald.
Yeah, but Doc's like, "Do better at fixing this. I'm gonna go."
That's the gist of it, yeah.
So he he leaves him to take care of this.
Yep. So he meets with George at lunch
Yep.
and starts chatting with Georgie and
He's like,
is
"Hey,
like,
George."
"Hey, George, what are you doing?" And George is like, "I'm writing my science fiction stories." And he's like, "I didn't know you did stuff that was cool. Let me
Oh,
read it." And George is like, "Oh no, I
no.
don't, I don't share my stuff with anybody.
This is for
It,
me.
it's for me only, ever."
Because one of the themes I don't think we have talked about at all is he's like what the similarities between George and Marty, not being able to take that kind of rejection. They both say that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah. Not so good with the rejectionism.
No, but Marty's there to talk about Lorraine, not how cool his dad's writing is.
Right. And speaking of Lorraine, Biff's giving her some problems.
Biff is giving her some problems.
And so Marty steps in.
He's like, "Hey, that's no,
Yeah, no, don't do that.
don't do that. That's no,
That's
don't
his job.
don't do that. That's his job. She's for him. Stop it."
Yeah. And that leads to almost a fight.
Yeah, which I mean, good on Marty. He's taking on Biff, who's like 6'2",
Yeah. And Michael J. Fox is 5'4".
something like that. But yeah, yeah. Marty's got Biff by the collar. Biff has Marty by the collar, and
Then
they're
Marty
about to start
then,
throwing.
then Biff stands up and Marty straightens out his
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, that's
collar. I always love that. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Fix that for you.
you're a big guy."
Or no,
But
that's in the diner later. That's not
yeah,
here.
the Strickland shows up.
Strickland shows up as they're about to throw hands.
Yeah, he's like, "What's this?"
And then Biff's like, "I'm gonna give you a break since you're new around here for today."
So make like a tree and leaf.
No, no. It's make like a tree and get out of here.
It is. It is. Ad lib line by Tom there.
I was wondering if that was ad libbed.
It was.
It's like Biff wouldn't know. Biff wouldn't say it right.
No, he wouldn't. Make like a tree and get out of here. And he says things wrong all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I based a D&D character on that.
Like a screen door on a battleship. It's a submarine, you idiot.
Anyway, now Marty chases George again because George just kind of is off in his own little world.
Right, right. Marty stands to Biff and makes himself look cool to Lorraine again. While
Yeah,
while George kind of sneaks off and gets out of here. Because Marty's trying to say, "Hey, I think Lorraine really wants to go to the dance with you. You should ask her." And he's like, "I don't think so. Look at Biff."
yeah. I think she'd rather go with Biff, and she's like, "Stop it! Don't touch me." Yeah, no, that sounds like she wants to go with Biff.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, "I'll be back, Daddy-o."
That's later too.
I know, but it's great.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, he follows George home, and George is like, "There is nothing on this earth that could get me to ask Lorraine out." And he's like, "That gives
Interesting.
me an idea."
And he also says, "Plus, I've got things to do. I've got to watch my favorite show,
Science
Science Fiction
fiction theater.
Theater."
Yep,
Which, fun fact, Science Fiction Theater was an actual show. Um,
they did their homework with this movie.
yes, however, the episode that he would be watching also aired on November 5th, 1955, which is no longer November 5th. The episode is called The Unexplored. The next episode didn't air till much later, like the 12th.
Darn.
Yeah,
Maybe he was lying.
probably lying. We'll say that because it makes it better. But also, fun fact: Michael J. Fox went with the name Michael J. Fox because there was already another actor named Michael Fox in Hollywood.
And already a Michael A. Fox.
Yes, Michael Fox was in an episode of Science Fiction Theater.
That is fun.
Yes,
So Marty puts on his hazmat suit and breaks into George's bedroom and calls himself Darth Vader
yes,
from the planet Voltron.
Vulcan.
That's right.
He
Close.
he puts he puts his headphones on him, plays him some Eddie Van Halen,
Yes, he definitely plays some Van Halen.
calls himself Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan, and tells him that he has to take Lorraine to the dance. We
Boy, is
also,
he gonna be surprised when Star Trek and Star Wars comes out.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
We also,
I met Darth Vader.
I met that guy.
It looked like that.
Look, I
That's not
like that.
historically accurate.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I thought so.
Um, what was I going to say?
Continue.
Oh, we also see that George has a science fiction stories magazine, which was published from 1950 to 1955.
Yes, we do.
Incidentally, he would have the April issue because that was the last one. It could be a different issue, but
Could be. But now we're back at the diner, and
yes, we are.
George is feeling bold. He's like, Lou, get me a milk,
Well,
chocolate.
he meets up with Marty first, walking down the street. He's like, "Look, Darth Vader came down to me and told me I needed to ask Lorraine out, or he's gonna melt my brain. Let's do this."
Yeah, he's psyched. He's hyped.
He's excited. He's pumped. Something happened to him. He's got to go with it.
Yep. So he
So he
slams
ends
his
up at
hand on the
Lou's.
counter. And he's give me a milk, chocolate, and it's coolest scene in the whole movie. One of the
It
coolest.
is Lou's
It
on
just
top of it.
boom, ugh, slams it down, wipes it with the back of his sleeve, and I'm like, get it, George. And then
Lou's looking
and
out
then
the window, and
and then George does that, and George stops
Yeah.
being cool real fast.
Well, yeah, because he asked Marty for advice on what to say. He's like, just tell her it's your destiny and you love her and stuff like that. Be all romantic and stuff. And I mean that chocolate milk is there as soon as he says it. You can just picture Lou looking out the window like, oh, here comes George. He's in a mood. He's gonna want chocolate milk.
Yep, he's gonna take one stupid sip out of it and then leave it on the counter.
But he leaves the dime, so it's fine.
Yeah, as long as he gets paid. And chocolate milk it made me want a chocolate milk. I haven't had chocolate milk in a long time. Anyway, not important to the podcast.
Anyway, George is fumbling.
Yeah, floundering. That's not a joke.
Okay. Yeah, he's floundering and fumbling and messing things up.
But yeah, then Biff comes in and interrupts, saying, "George, I thought I told you not to be in the diner." And immediately I thought to Malcolm in the Middle, where what is it? Lloyd is getting picked on, and he's like, "I thought the bully's like, I thought I told you not to walk on the sidewalk." And then Lloyd's like, "There's another guy who doesn't let me walk on the grass."
That's fantastic.
Like, oh, poor kid, where does he walk? Anyway, he's like, now you owe me money for being in here. And as Biff's walking up, Marty trips him, and it is a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't do that to Biff.
No, but he did, and no matter how bad Biff beats him, his pride's hurt.
Yeah.
And that's when he stands up and they go face to face, and Marty grabs his collar, and
Face to
then Biff
chest.
stands up and he kind of straightens it back out. And he goes, "Biff, what's that?" And Biff looks and he decks him.
Yeah. You forget
And then
one thing.
runs.
What the heck is that? Yeah. He gives George kind of a look and then runs.
Yeah. And Lorraine is just head over heels now.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, he stood up to Biff earlier and this time he punched him. Yay.
And then he
Calvin's so
breaks the
dreamy.
kid's weird little skateboard thing.
I mean, it's a scooter. Then he rips the top half off and takes it as a skateboard. Fun
And does
fact.
some really yes, sir.
Skateboards came about in the proper skateboard about 1957 and 1958ish. It's kind of up for debate. Alf Jensen or Bill Richards both take credit for it. Some people called it sidewalk surfing. It was really popular in California first.
Of course it was.
And sidewalk surfing. He's wearing the life vest. He's all ready to go for the ocean.
Yeah. He was ahead of his time.
He was.
But yeah, so we have a chase. And I believe they're planning to just kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the 50s. Biff's plan to just run him over with his car.
Yeah. And it's things like this that make me think that maybe there have been multiple Martys.
Yeah. I can see that.
Number 2 especially. But yeah, he gets away and they crash into a manure truck.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they do this whole thing around the little town square there where he gets away, hangs on the back of another truck, and yeah, they ends up crashing Biff into a manure truck.
Now we're back at Doc's place. They go over. Doc's come up with a plan.
It's
on
got
how
a
to
great
get him-
little model.
It's got a great little model. We see a demonstration, and it's one of my favorite things. So every bit about it is great. And then you get Christopher Lloyd's reaction, which is just like it's like having whipped cream on top of your ice cream. Because the whole thing runs, he connects the battery, the electricity goes down, it hits the hook, it lights the little DeLorean on fire, which flies off the table, keeps going into what I believe is his dirty laundry, and lights that on fire.
It's
And
a pile of it's a pile of rags.
Oh, I thought it was his laundry.
It could have been laundry, but
that he was getting ready to do. So like all of his clothes are
it lights
burnt
up
up.
really quick.
It does. It does. And he's just like, oh.
Very.
reminds me of Tim Curley in
I
Home
was
Alone
just gonna
2.
say that also reminded me. He's like,
But it also made me think the Brown Mansion burns down. Maybe that's why.
yeah, he's not good with fire.
Just prevented another tragedy.
He used the fire extinguisher and never
There it is.
re-upped it, so he didn't have the fire extinguisher put out the fire in the mansion. Haha.
So now this is where Mom follows Marty. Lorraine follows Marty,
Yes, yes, she
and
does.
she shows up at Doc's house.
He's like, she tracked you down.
Great Scotch. Great Scott.
Great Scotch. Great Scott.
Yeah. And yeah. So Mom, Lorraine is flirty with Marty, and she's not interested in George McFly because he can't protect her. And Marty's taking notes on how he can get Mom and Dad together.
Right. Yeah, Lorraine doesn't want Lorraine doesn't want someone from Secondhand Lions, a weenie.
I was gonna say that. Not the secondhand lines, but anyway. So we cut to Marty and George hanging out.
Yeah.
And Marty's like, "Hey George, I got an idea. I'm going to the dance with Lorraine, and I'm gonna pretend to be a jerk in the car, and then you're gonna come over and you're gonna punch me and throw me out of the car and save Lorraine. And it's gonna be great, and she's gonna love you forever, and you're gonna make babies."
Yeah. He's like, what?
I don't think I can do that. Sure you can. It's fine. We're staging. It'll be
Yeah,
good.
you're gonna do this. I'm gonna do the thing. Well, we're fine. It's just
Just go with the plan, George, and just do the stuffs.
stick with the plan and yeah.
Yeah. So then we cut to Doc and Marty, and they're getting things set up. And Marty's like, "Hey Doc, I gotta tell you something about the future." And Doc's like, "Oh no, I ain't playing that game with you, you fool."
Yeah, that's not happening. We could wreck things and no.
And at this point, you might as well.
Yeah.
Doc's being a yeah. Anyway, but then we cut to Marty, and he's writing a little letter to Doc.
Yep.
Telling him everything, and then writes on the envelope, "Don't open until 1985," which that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And
And
then
he slips it into his pocket.
yep, and
Eventually.
at some point. But then the cops know Doc, and so the cop shows up and says, "What are you doing, Dr. Brown?"
He's like,
And he's
"Oh, I'm
like,
just doing a new weather experiment."
"Yeah, you got a permit for that?" "Of course I do."
Yeah, so don't look under there. It's weather equipment.
Yeah.
Not a future car.
Nah. But then we cut to Marvin Berry and the Starlights playing at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
we do cut to Marvin Berry in the
And
Starlights.
that's the first time I noticed that on the drum kit is written Marvin Berry and the Starlights.
Really?
Yeah. And then we got Marty and Lorraine, and they're parked in a car, and we find out that Mom both smokes and drinks.
She does. And she's like, she seemed kind of offended that Marty thinks that's bad.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how they switched.
Yeah. Like, what are you, a square? Everybody drinks. Loser.
And yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's Marty's real uncomfortable.
Yeah. Marty's like, okay, I'll drink. Give me that.
He's like, "You drink," and he takes it from her, and then he drinks it and spits it out. "You smoke too?" Beginning to sound like my mother, and he's like, "Oh, that's bad. That's grandma."
He's like,
And
this
then
is all weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. And then she kisses him, and he really doesn't like that, and she really doesn't like that.
Yeah. She's like, no.
He's like, "No, that's weird and yucky."
Yeah, that's not what I wanted. It felt like kissing my brother.
And he's
And
like,
he's
"That
like, I
makes
get
sense."
that. It makes sense. So stop it.
And then
And then it shuts her down quick.
the door opens, and George grabs him, except it's not George, it's Biff, and he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Gadzooks.
It's Biff. Drunk Biff.
What?
It's drunk Biff.
Oh, the best kind.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Biff gets some ideas.
Yeah.
The cronies take Marty away, and Biff takes Marty's place in the car,
Yeah. Yeah. And we can
and then we'll leave it at that.
leave it there.
Yeah, because it gets yucky.
Yeah.
And then the cronies throw him in the trunk of the car of the band, the Starlights.
Yeah.
who are hotboxing it. I don't know.
They are. They are. They're getting ready for the next set.
They're relaxing
Yes.
between sets, and they should probably be done soon because it's getting the windows are getting pretty fogged up. And they notice that that someone's messing with their car, and so they get one of them gets out and says, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And the cronies are like, "Hey, shut up." And the rest of the band gets out and goes, "Excuse me?" And the cronies are like, "You know what? We should probably take off now. You guys seem like but we're just bye."
We're gonna go. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
take off.
And they realize that Marty's in the trunk, and they're like, "Where are the keys?" And Marty's like, "In here." And they're like, "Fantastic."
Because we don't have trunk poppers in the in the 50s.
Yep. And it's a really good thing that Marty and George came up with this plan
Yeah,
because
it
now
is.
George goes and confronts Biff.
He does.
And Biff is like, "Hey, George, I think you made a mistake. You might want to close the door and turn around." And George is like, "You know what, Biff? No." And I'm like, "Good for you, George." And then George, well, it sucks to be George for a little bit.
Yeah, he's like, "No, no. No. No, Biff. No."
Then we cut back to Marty,
Yeah.
and Marvin gets him out, but slices
Yes.
his hand pretty good in the process.
Yep. He slices
And
his hand up with the screwdriver.
he's like, "Man, unless you know someone who can play guitar, this dance is over." And we get a optical flip. Is it an optical flip or is it just a hard cut?
It could just be a hard cut. I think it's a hard cut.
And there's Marty playing guitar, and Marvin approves.
Yep.
He's not bad, not bad, kid. And then we cut back to George, and
Yep.
George about to get his arm broke because Biff is and he's just very slowly moving it. It's like he's gonna pop eventually. He's just
Oh yeah.
taking his
He's
time with his
he's savoring this.
yeah. And
Hey,
Lorraine
that's
comes
his
to the rescue for George.
it's his right arm. It's like he don't break his right arm. That's his homework writing arm.
Yeah, Biff's drunk. He ain't thinking
I
about
know.
nothing.
I know.
But yeah, Lorraine actually steps in and tries to help,
Yeah.
and
It's like, leave him alone, Biff. You're gonna break his arm.
Biff shoves her down,
Yeah. And George doesn't like that.
and that sets off a fire inside George that he did not know existed. And Biff starts laughing, and that is the catalyst, and George knocks him into oblivion.
Yeah. Yeah. He wind I mean, he's already kind of wound up, but he just lays out Biff.
Yeah, he gives him everything he's got, and just yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of awesome.
Actually, at this point too, Marty shows up because once he gets out of the trunk, he runs back to see how to see what's going on with Biff and um, Biff and Lorraine and everything, and then he goes back to the band. It's like, okay, you need to get up there. They're together now. They need to dance,
Right, that's how it happens.
and they're like, my
Yeah,
hand's
and
cut up. I can't play.
right, and Marty's kind of bummed that he missed Biff getting knocked out.
Yeah, and George is like, will you dance with me, or go to the dance with me, or come with me? And she's like, yeah,
Yeah, no, she's all about the Georgie now.
yeah,
And we get Doc seeing the storm coming. Getting good. It's getting good.
yep. We're getting to the
Yeah,
end.
right here. Marty appeals to the band to play. No guitarist. Marty steps in. Then some ginger comes in and tries to dance with Lorraine and
Yep,
pushes
and
George away.
they're playing Earth Angel at the moment, originally sung
Earth
by the
Angel.
Penguins.
Yeah. And then some guy comes
What?
in. No, I just yeah, and that's when the guy steps in and
Yeah.
swoops in and takes Lorraine from George, and George is like, or Lorraine's like, "George, get back here and get me!" And it looks like George is gonna weasel out or weenie out. And Marty's disappearing. Like it's getting all kinds of bad.
Yeah.
And then
Music's
all
not
this
sounding good.
music's not sounding good. Then all of a sudden the music cuts. George shoves the kid,
Yeah.
grabs Lorraine and kisses her, and Marty springs up, and that's funny.
Yeah. It's just whoop. He's up, ready to go.
Yep, yep. And then he's trying to leave because he's got a time warp too.
He's like, I got a lightning bolt to catch.
You got a lightning
He's,
bolt to catch.
he's gonna ride the lightning.
Horrible. Yeah, that's the plan.
It's what it is. It's also a Metallica song, but
Yep. And then, but they're like, "No, man, you got to play a song. Come on,
come on, one more.
one more. Come on.
One more.
Would
You
you?"
got us back you got us back in here for one song? That's he's like, yeah, my picture's not fading anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm not gonna disappear. I got my parents together. It's cool.
It's like, okay, fine.
And he goes, fine. And so he kind of tells them it's a blues melody, key of B. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up.
Yep.
And we get Johnny Be Good,
Yes.
which is one of the greatest songs ever written.
A Chuck Berry song
A Chuck Berry song, yes.
released in 1958.
Yep.
So it is
The
not out yet.
the only thing that bugs me about this part right here
Yeah.
is they could not have found someone that actually sounds close to Michael J. Fox to sing it.
Nope.
Also, fun fact, and I don't think we touched on this earlier, is Michael J. Fox can play guitar
Yeah.
still. Like he's still a great guitarist.
Awesome.
But yeah, he's always been. He can play guitar. He can
He
play. He can play Johnny Be Good.
He just can't sing.
No, well, not like that. Not like it's depicted in the movie. That is
Right, right.
not. That is not Michael J. Fox. That guy's voice is significantly lower.
So
And sounds nothing like him.
and okay, it's fun fact. It has nothing to do with this movie at all. But the Lion King, Matthew Broderick voices older Simba. They recorded him singing the songs for Simba, and Disney's like, yeah, that's not happening. We're getting another guy.
Because Matthew Broderick can sing.
Yeah, not like they wanted him to though.
That's funny.
So they got somebody else to do the singing part. But yeah,
But yeah, so first the kids are really into it.
yeah. It's perfect '50s music.
Yeah.
And then he kind of '80s it up a bit.
Yeah, when he gets into the solo at the end and he's wrapping it up and he's like on the floor doing the fish flop and the kicking amps over and jumping around. But before that, while he's really cooking, Marvin goes and calls his cousin Chuck
Yeah,
and is like, "Hey man, you know that new sound you've been looking for? Well, listen to this."
yeah.
Because Chuck Berry wrote Johnny
Right,
Be
Johnny
Good.
Be Good.
Yeah, so
And then he tells his cousin Marvin to hold that kid because he's stealing his song. I've been working on that.
probably. Just because it was released in 1958 doesn't mean it was written in 1958.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the song ends and he's like, "Oh, maybe you guys aren't ready for it." And Marvin's looking at his guitar like, "Man, what did you do to my guitar?
Yeah. Think it'll work again?
How did you made that? Huh." Anyway, so Marty takes off and he runs into Lorraine and George and they're like, "Sorry, Marty, I like George now. I'm dumping you." And he's like, "No, that's cool. That's what I wanted in the first place."
And George is like, I guess I have a girlfriend now.
Yep. And
I've never really been interested, but
yeah. And they're like, "Oh, well, I really like the name Marty." And he's like, "Yeah, and when you guys have kids, if you could if your youngest sets the living room carpet on fire, could you take it easy for him on him?" They're like, "Sure." And um
that's weird, but whatever.
do I mean, they never acknowledge the fact that their son looks identical to the dude they met in the 50s
Yeah. I mean, it's a dude they met in the '50s for a week,
and then just disappeared.
and then just disappeared, never saw again.
Yeah, which makes him even more memorable.
True. There's a theory that
And 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 if they like the name Marty, how come they're waiting until their third kid to name Marty? Huh?
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be a first kid honor? I
That
like
would
that.
be
I
that
like
that
that name Marty.
Yeah, but that would be we named the first we've got the two names we really like for the boy and the girl, the named after family. And then I don't know, Marty was a good name. That was he's the kid that got us together, right? Yeah, okay.
Maybe. Okay. Now we're back to Doc. It's time travel time. I don't even know what this means. I'm sorry. It says
What
Doc hints that something might have changed.
Yeah, yeah. So Marty comes running up. He's like, "That went great. The old man knocked out Biff. He's never stepped to him the day in his life." And
Oh, yes.
Doc is like, "Never." It's like, no. It's like that is
Oh,
an event. That is a change.
yeah, that's a big change.
Big change. Bear, big bear.
Bear, big bear with the
Your bat teeth.
punched him right in the.
Oh.
You're welcome. Anywho, where are we now? Let's see.
We were at Doc looking at the picture, being concerned that something else might have changed.
Yeah.
And everything wasn't fixed.
But he gets Marty all set up.
Yep.
And then Doc finds the note, and Marty's like, "Ah, crap."
Yeah.
And Doc is real mad and rips it up.
It's like, I told you not to do this. He's like, it's important. I'm just going to tell you anyway then. And he puts his hands to his ears.
He says, la, 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 la.
Yeah,
Dumb and
basically.
Dumber style.
La, 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 I can't hear you. But then lightning, or not lightning, tree branch breaks and falls across the line and pulls it out.
This scene is unnecessarily stressful. It does not need to be there. And the funny factor of it does not redeem the fact that it stresses me out and I don't like it.
Yeah, they had to get it down to the wire. It's one of those things like we need more tension.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it
make
was
the wire pop out.
it's really great. I just hated it as a kid. Like as an adult now, I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like, if movies were too stressful for me as a kid, I didn't like them.
Okay.
And like a whole movie could be wrecked by one scene that was too stressful.
Uh, so so at this point, Doc's like, okay, I'm gonna go up there and I'll throw the rope down to you. You get the cable ready to so I can haul it up. So Marty just goes to the end of the cable. He doesn't untangle it from the tree. He just grabs the end of the cable, waits for
No,
Doc.
no, Marty's stupid. Move the tree branch, get everything out of the way.
Right, the branch that fell on the thing.
It's not like it's entangled. You just pick it up and throw it over.
Yeah, or feed the line through and go back to where you're waiting. It's
It's not hard. It shouldn't be.
no,
Apparently, it is for Marty.
but Doc didn't say all that. He said, "Get the thing and tie it to the thing." It's like,
Marty
got it.
McDuh.
Jeez. Wow.
He's an idiot.
Hello, McFly.
Someone needs to knock on his noggin. But yeah, so Doc's up there risking his life to send this kid back in time.
Yeah, he is.
'Cause, if Doc falls, then what?
So Marty should have gone up there?
No, well, yeah. I mean, if I'm just saying, if Doc falls and dies, you got a really big problem.
Yeah. Yep, until Marty gets the plutonium and fix everything.
Yeah, what would
He would need to find another scientist.
you need to find some Yeah, that would be that'd be fun. Anyway, but yeah, we get a hilarious scene of like Doc almost dying a few times. Finally gets the cable pulled along that Marty did not move the tree branch from.
No. It's stuck.
He
It doesn't
plugs it in
connect.
and it unplugs lower, and he's just
Yeah.
like, and he's just you can tell he's just over it at this point.
Yep.
And but yeah, eventually everything he slides down.
Yep, he
He
zip
gets
lines
into gear.
down.
And then we glossed over the fact that Doc sets a timer in there, so Marty knows exactly when to punch it.
Yep. The
And
timer goes
so,
off and the car dies.
yep, and it
I mean,
won't
because it's a
start.
DeLorean.
And then Marty gets dangerously close to flooding the engine with how much he's pressing the gas. But yeah, car fires up. Doc gets everything plugged in, gets it all connected, and it all works out. Lightning strikes. Doc explodes. Marty explodes. He's back in time. But
Very good. Yeah. Yeah.
Doc does a little dance.
Yep. He's excited. He's dancing in the street as because the DeLorean's gone. There's the flame tracks on the ground.
Which makes Marty the first time traveler ever, taking that away from Einstein.
Yes. Canonically, Marty is the first time traveler. Yeah.
And now we're back in 1985.
One thing we
What?
just glossed over
Yes, I did.
is, huh?
Yes, I did.
Is Marty was like, man, why do you have to rip up that letter? I need to tell him. I need more time. He's like, I'm in a time machine. I have more time. And he sets the timer back.
Oh yeah, 10 minutes ought to do it.
Yeah. No. You're driving a car that's unreliable and has died on you twice. Give yourself an hour.
At least.
Yeah.
Of course, he also doesn't want to run into. Can you imagine him running into himself?
Yeah, he knows what he's doing though. Sleeping.
Oh yeah. Before he wakes up and meets him at the mall.
Yeah. But it's good it works out this way because he can't
It's
be
like also 10 minutes ought to do it. 10 minutes ought to do what? Hey, you're about to get shot and killed. Really? Yeah, there they are.
Yeah, there they are. Hi, Other Marty. Yeah. He didn't have a plan doing this. You're right. He's stupid.
Yeah, that's not enough time. All right, Doc, wrap it up. We gotta go. Hopefully the DeLorean starts.
Oh yeah.
So he gets back in 1985, 10 minutes early.
Yes, 10 minutes before he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Not 10 minutes before the meeting. 10 minutes before he goes back in time.
Right.
He also crashes into the old theater, which is now a church.
Yep. The
The
homeless guy
assembly,
calls him a crazy drunk.
the Assembly of Christ by with Reverend John Crump. And Marty's like, oh, thank goodness it's Red. Red the hobo. He knows who he is because he's a town fixture.
Ah, yes. And then and then for some reason he turns off the car, gets out to check his surroundings,
Yeah,
and then is like looks at the digital clock on the theater and is like, "Oh, got like 5 minutes to get there."
yeah. Let's start this thing up and go.
Yeah. What? Why did I get out and turn it off?
Marty McDuck.
Yeah. And guess what? The DeLorean doesn't start, so he runs. He
Yep,
leaves the DeLorean there and runs.
he hoofs it. DeLorean's in the middle of the street. He just
Yep.
goes.
Well, actually, we should say that the terrorists pass him first,
Yes,
and then he's like,
that's what
"Oh,
reminds him. He's like, oh shoot, they're on their way.
yeah, I gotta go." And so he runs to the Lone Pines Mall.
Yeah, yes, the
The Lone
Lone Pine
Pine
Mall.
Mall. Yeah.
Lone Pines. Lone Rangers.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot going on. But yeah, he arrived at the Lone Pine Mall because he took out the pine in the past, and it's now the Lone Pine Mall
Yep.
in this new timeline.
Yep. Just in time to see Doc get shot
Yep, yep. He's not a fast runner either.
and to watch himself go back in time.
Yep. He watches the whole thing go down. He's like, I messed up. I should have gone back further or sooner.
But
Or
he's got the plutonium right there. He can just go back in time.
he could. He could load up the DeLorean, get it running, and yeah,
Yeah.
there is a second option.
Yeah. But he doesn't need to because it's revealed after he sits down next to Doc that Doc is actually, in fact, alive.
Yes.
Now, see, when I was a kid, I was stupid. And Doc sits up and I'm like, he was alive the whole time. No.
Yeah.
No.
He's alive now because of the letter.
Because of the letter.
Because he thought, what the heck?
Yep. But if you notice, the letter is not taped back together or anything. It's a whole letter, which means that Doc
He's a magician.
went back in time and stopped him from ripping up the letter. See what
I
I
like the
mean? By,
magician. I like the magician thing. But yeah, I see what you mean.
there's definitely multiple things have happened. There have been multiple jumps back and forth throughout this timeline. Anyway, Marty gets home and Doc reveals that he's going to go to the future.
Yep.
And Marty's like, "Look me up, Doc." And Doc's like, "Oh, okay. I wasn't planning on it, but since you said it."
Yeah.
And then Marty
Says,
goes
he
back.
says he's going to go 25 years into the future. Good round number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
2010.
25 years in the future?
Anyway, Marty goes to bed.
He does.
Wakes up the next day.
Yes, and
The house does not look the same.
we get the song "Back in Time" playing on the radio when he wakes up.
That's fun. That's just
Also, a
fun.
song by Huey Lewis and the News, written specifically for this movie.
Makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, he comes out and he sees that his brother is in a suit, which is weird because his brother worked at KFC before or something like that.
Wendy's.
Was it Wendy's?
I don't know.
Something like that. His sister looks a lot different.
Yep.
Mom and dad come in. Mom is not an alcoholic.
Nope.
George plays golf.
Yep.
Not well, but he does it for funsies.
Yep.
And then Marty's like, "Oh, but the car's totaled." And George and the family are like, "What?" And they go, "It shouldn't be." And they look out and they go, "No, look, Biff's out there waxing it." And who does Biff remind me of? Some weird little henchman. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Fester from
Okay, I
Addams
can see
Family.
that.
He's a little
I-
festery.
I didn't say this, but you can see a few instances of the Fester coming through Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. So George is like, "Now Biff, make sure you're doing 2 coats." Or yeah, he's like, "Oh, yep, just finished up the 2nd coat now." And he goes, "Now Biff,
Don't con me.
don't yeah." Oh, I mean, I'm just starting the 2nd coat right now. I'm just starting it.
Yeah.
And
Biff's
George
got
is
a
like, "Yeah."
Biff has a detailing business now.
Yep.
And
George is
apparently
like,
does
"Oh,
work.
that Biff."
Apparently does work for the McFlys regularly, who are well off and still have one car that everybody's concerned about.
Yeah.
Except there's the truck too.
that just gets revealed here.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, Marty reveals that, and yeah. He's like, but I got Jennifer coming over. We're going up to the lake, which I didn't know that his parents knew that. He was supposed to be the guys, remember?
yep, yep.
And mom's like, oh, I sure like that Jennifer.
Yeah.
Or is it mom that says you got that
Mom
trip up to
mom
the lake?
mentions it. It's like, "Hey, don't you have that thing with Jennifer in the lake?"
Oh,
They
that's
find
right.
out
Yeah. It's
they
not
find out
Marty
the
that does
truck's
it.
there. I feel like they should all have cars, and not
Yeah.
just Marty, and then the family car. It's weird.
Well, and maybe they do.
Yeah,
And when he said the car is totaled, that just meant like the main family car, not the
that
kid's
could be.
car. Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't read that far into it.
That's
Marty's
fair.
a favorite.
Marty's a favorite because the grown adult older brother lives at home still in his nice suit and cool job, and
He probably has moved out. Yeah,
or he's there just visiting in the morning because mom or dad and Lorraine just came back from golfing and it's the weekend.
yeah. It is the weekend. Well, no,
Why is
because
he
he's
in a
got to get
suit?
to the because he's got to go to the office. He's got to go in and do something. I don't know. Stop it.
That's what we do. It's a podcast about movies.
Fair enough. But yeah, so Marty's ogling his truck, and then Jennifer shows up, and then Doc shows up and wrecks everything because
Yeah, because
apparently, Marty, I'm here to get you. Well, you just left. I know, but it's your kids, Marty. We gotta go to the future. Something's got to be done about your kids. They're jerks.
yeah. So like, what is it about us to become jerks or something? It's like, no, your kids are jerks, not you. Like, oh, okay.
But and okay. So we have to go to the future now to fix your kids who become jerks, just to come back to the past before your kids have even happened yet.
Right. It's
In
like,
order for you to fix everything all over again?
can you come back Monday right before school? Let me enjoy my weekend. And
Yeah. Oh,
Doc's like, nope, we're going now. I'm
we're
here.
going to the future. I'll get there when I get there.
Yeah,
Like we're gonna go fix something and then just have to fix it again.
maybe.
Then they don't have a second movie. Got it. But yeah, so they bring Jennifer along.
Yeah, so like, bring her too. It concerns her. Like, what?
Yeah, and he's like, "What? But I don't think we got enough road to get up to 88 miles an hour." And Doc's like, "Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads." And
Oh,
turns out cars can fly on this timeline.
yeah. Fun fact:
Yes, sir.
we talked about Reagan a lot,
We did talk
um,
about Reagan.
and since they mentioned Reagan a lot in the movie, a lot of the lines that involved Reagan had to be approved by the White House before they were put into the movie. But Reagan loved the movie so much that he used that "where we're going, we don't need roads" in one of his speeches, the State of Union address.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
That's funny. Yeah. But yeah, so they fly off and we get the end credits.
Yay! I got
And
more fun
that
facts too.
that was Back to the Future. So Marshall, hit me with the fun facts.
Fun facts:
Hit me with your fun facts.
uh,
Do-do-do-do-do. Why
Crispin
don't you hit me
Glover
with your fun facts? Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Crispin Glover has stated that he's only seen the movie once, probably at the premiere of it, where Christopher Lloyd says he always catches this on TV and ends up watching it the whole time, the whole way through, whenever it pops up. So it's just the dichotomy of people in the movie itself.
I think Crispin Glover is the only one that doesn't really care for the Back to the Future.
If we get into number two, we'll get into that a little bit more. I mean, we can
Yeah.
get into that in air. We can get that just a little bit here. He doesn't come back for the second one.
No.
Or the third one. He wanted things to go a bit a little differently. He had some ideas. They
He
had
didn't
issues. They had issues with working with him. One thing I did mention: the scene where they're in the yard talking, and George is doing the laundry, and Marty's trying to convince him to go to the dance. Um, Crispin Glover would just keep walking out of screen, out of his little area. And they're like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Well, George will go this way." Like, no. So they built a little fence around him and said, "You stay here." That's why they only shot him from the waist up, so he couldn't walk around.
Yeah, I heard he was difficult.
He has his ideas. He's a little bizarre, but he had ideas for the next ones. And so what they did is they used footage and a double and tried to make him look as close to Crispin Glover as they could. There's a fun fact for number two.
What else you got?
Fun fact wise,
Yes.
I think I'm good for now.
Are we ready for your final thoughts?
We are.
Hit me with it.
This is one of my favorite movies still. I remember watching it when I was little. in a basement that looked very much like the McFly's living room, with the
Yeah.
orange, the browns, the different colors, the lights. It that is a nostalgia and comfort look for me. Um, and this movie fills kind of feeds into that a little bit. You've got the it I don't know. There's a hominess to it that I like, and it just resonates with me. But the movie itself, I enjoy the movie. It's got a good plot. It makes sense. You can pull it apart and look for holes all you want, but in this in this reality where this is how it lays out, you just kind of go with it. The suspension of disbelief is there, and it works.
Hmm.
So I like it. I'll watch it again. I watch it regularly. It's one of those ones I'll put on during the weekend. Like, okay, Back to the Future time, and end up going through all three of them in a row.
I can see that.
So, so yeah, A pluses all around.
Pretty good.
What about you?
I absolutely agree. There are very few perfect movies, and I dare say that that not only is Back to the Future a perfect movie, I would come close to saying Back to the Future is a perfect trilogy.
Okay,
That's a bold statement. That's a big statement.
that is a bold, big statement. Big.
But just specifically Back to the Future Part One, everything about it works,
Mm.
and even the things that you could pull apart, and like we talked about with like, is it a different timeline? Is it this and that? Things you could raise questions about and pull it apart.
Yeah,
Like the time travel aspect of it, because time travel is not actually a thing that we can do.
yeah,
You kind of have to let time travel be what it is in the movie.
yes,
Because it is the time travel that exists within the Back to the Future universe, that is how their time travel works, and so the fact that it doesn't contradict itself makes it work.
hmm
And I
yes,
think as far as when you get into the logistics of time travel, you have to accept the premise of how time travel works in a particular universe of where time travel exists, and this one works in a specific way. It flows consistently. It does, like I said, it doesn't contradict itself, and it makes sense
yeah.
at face value. And so in that respect, I it makes sense and it works. And it's fine.
No, I agree.
But all the acting's great. All your characters are strong. Every character, there's not an unlikable character, even Biff.
It's the charm of Tom Wilson
Yeah.
coming
He's
through.
great for it. And the fact that
You're
he's
like,
such a
oh,
nice guy in real life, you're like,
yeah. Biff's a
you
jerk, but you're kind of like, Biff.
yeah. But he's funny and he doesn't have like redeeming qualities. He doesn't have any redeeming quality. Like, I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
He's he's funny and he works in the movie. It just
Yeah.
yeah. I can't say enough good things about it. I could sit here and rant and rave, but we'd basically just saying the same thing over and over again. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. If that we bought the trilogy, we're gonna watch it a lot.
Okay. I had something else, but I don't remember what it was now. Nope,
See if
it's gone.
okay. Well, Marshall,
Now it's your turn.
are you ready for what's next?
I am ready for what's next. What's next?
So I don't think either of us are going to break our blockbuster streaks for season 3.
No, no, it's been a lot of fun.
It's at least it's not looking that way. I do have a couple blockbuster movies that are on my list, but I'm not going to break it, at least for the time being. I might later, but
Okay.
we have a movie picked out. And in the beginning of this episode, we made a reference that was very, very funny.
Okay.
And it's even funnier because it's one of his movies that I'm picking.
Okay.
And we're going to have 2 actors that have never been on the podcast before
Ooh.
with Men in Black.
Ah. I was trying to think of what reference did we say about somebody that wasn't in this movie, and then you said that like, what reference did we say? Oh yeah. Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. I haven't seen that in ages. I remember loving that one.
I don't think I've seen it since theaters.
Really?
I like sat down and watched it. I've caught bits and pieces on the cable, but
I think I've seen it in the last 15 years.
yeah, I don't recall the last time I watched it, honestly. So I'm excited to revisit it because I remember absolutely loving it when I was a kid.
I remember loving I remember loving it too. It's trying to think. No, don't think about it too much. We'll save it for the podcast.
Yep.
I mean,
So
this is
that's
a
gonna
podcast, but that
we'll save it
podcast.
for the episode.
Yes,
But anyway,
save it for the episode.
that is going to wrap up today's episode of the Watch It Bro podcast. Thank you to all of you who joined us as we leapt back and forth through time and Back to the Future. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can do so. WatchItBroPodcast@gmail.com. We are also on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at WatchItBroPod, Facebook and Instagram under that same handle. Our intro and outro music is always, well, no. Our intro and outro music is provided by my lovely wife, that intro being Blue, that outro being Orlando. And as always, thank you for watching.